leads the troops right to the line, and on the first down throw, goes down the middle, and it's a touchdown for Ryland Rodalonis. 13-0 lead on the board in the first quarter. Jackson again looking for Fitch, and this time the pass is on the money. St. John's Prep.
Wow.
This one's good! And intercepted by Anthony Caruso. And here he goes. The quarterback is on the loose. Four-man rush. Throws across the body, looking for Peters. He's got him on the run. And look out. Inside the 10, the 5, touchdown Exeter. Blitz up the middle. This one intercepted. Picked off in the flat. It's Lynch. Snap, hold, kick, up, and good! Got a first down and then some. He's got a burst to the right side. He's inside the 20, inside the 10. It's the Bolin. Great cut. He's going to turn on the Jets. Morrison again through the hole. Look out. On his first carry tonight, the junior Brooks Connors is gone. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Derry. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's the Nashua South Purple Panthers and the Pinkerton Astros here on Halloween night, on the final weekend of the regular season. Both teams are 6-2 and looking to maneuver before the final standings are put in cement and we begin the Division I tournament next weekend. Pinkerton right now at the top of the Central Conference despite a rare two-game skid. They have dropped their last two against a good Andover, Massachusetts squad in an out-of-state matchup, which does not officially count towards the standings, but they lost in-state against Manchester Memorial in the Queen City last week. Meanwhile, for Nashua South, under head coach Josh Porter, they are 6-2. Put up 51 last week against a good Merrimack Tomahawks team and are right in the mix to host a home game, potentially with a win tonight in next week's preliminary round game. So, Steve, a lot of talent, a lot of speed, a little bit of injury bug bites on both sides, but nonetheless, both head coaches expect max effort tonight in the regular season finale.
Well, we had Coach Porter on our Gridiron program on Thursday night, and cool as a cucumber out there. What a terrific coach. What a great job he's done. So difficult to take the place of a former coach for how many decades. And this year was a model of how you transfer from one coach to another for the Nashua South. They just did a terrific job, and he's done a terrific job. Coach O'Reilly, on the other hand, been working with some injuries last week. They kind of continue to blend in this week, but a lot of this is you got to know what these games mean, and you got to look at, do you save these guys and give them another week to continue to heal? Looks initially like that's what's going to happen tonight, but you got to win ball games. You got to get back in the winning ways after a loss last week if you're Pinkerton. And Coach O'Reilly is coming into this week. I still say there's a strong desire on both of these teams to win this game. You want to kind of continue into the preliminary round in solid shape, or if you get a bye, that gives you another week to heal. So this is a big game for that, Nick, alone, just to get the Astros another week to heal. What does this mean for South? Obvious. They've got to get back into the playoffs with a strong performance tonight. And I would expect this cool weather. We're going to see some good, crisp hitting. And we're going to see two quarterbacks, Nick, that are stellar. Division I quarterbacks in southern New Hampshire here in McDonald and
Cody Jackson. Both
and
are seniors. Both are multi-year starters, and both have been spectacular to watch at times. You mentioned the Pinkerton injuries. No Jordan Ball likely tonight. He's been out the last couple of games. And, of course, Their bell cow running back, Brady Spellman, has missed several weeks and is not expected to go again tonight.
I didn't see him out in the mix. If I did, I missed him. I did not see him out in the mix, so that's got to tell you something there. I don't know if all of a sudden there's a situation where they may put him in. My understanding is they want to rest him as long as they possibly can, so he's ready to go. And if they can Pinkerton can win tonight and have a pretty good chance of getting a bye from the way I look at things. I don't know what you see as three teams get in it. That would be a huge benefit to Pinkerton. When they are fully loaded with no injuries, they are a fierce, fierce team to contend with.
The defending champs hoping to take a weekend off next week. Of course, it's a 13-team Division I tournament field. The three conference winners earn the top three spots and the three byes. So if Pinkerton wins, no doubt about it. If they lose, maybe a little interesting tomorrow with Wyndham. And, of course, South right now, if the season were end, Steve, they would be the 6th seed and thus host next weekend.
Well, we're talking to Roger Brown from the New Hampshire Football Report before the game. He had a lot of different scenarios. We were floating, looking at points. I do like strength of schedule. I do like that, Nick, because you never know who you're going to get. And it's an evening factor that they've implemented into the tournament where it means something if you've had a tough schedule. Londonderry, probably the toughest schedule that I happen to look at this year when you look at who they had to play. We're going to be doing that game on Saturday, Londonderry at Wyndham.
Yes,
There's
sir.
so much at stake in that game. And this game here could make it even bigger depending on what happens.
There you saw a quick look at the Astro locker room, the home team preparing to come out onto the field. Of course, Halloween night here as well. We've got the band in costume. We're going to bring you the national anthem, the coin toss, and the kickoff in just a moment. There are the Astros, the home team, looking for a win after 2 straight defeats. Of course, they started the season 6-0. Many of those wins were blowout wins.
They were.
Coming up, all the pregame festivities, and then we rock and roll in week number 9. Nashua South at Pinkerton. Coming up next, you are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today. Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Dave Gilmore, Kevin Davies, Grant Reserve, and Riley Cahill. Tonight's contest is in NHIAA.
Well, back here in Derry, getting set for the coin toss and the national anthem before the kickoff at the top of the hour. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas with Steve Beals. Both teams 6-2, looking to close out the regular season with a victory. We'll get Steve's keys in just a moment. We are going to send things down to the field now for a live rendition of the national anthem by the Pinkerton Astro Marching Band.
Color guard, commanded tonight by Cadet Technical Sergeant Nathaniel Andre, and assisted by Cadet Captain Nomas and Tojas, Cadet Captain Ava Moorhead, Cadet Captain Hudson Calvert, and Cadet Technical Sergeant Jack Courier. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem tonight by the Pinkerton Academy Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Jamie Baccia.
Well, there it is, the national anthem. Another job well done by the Pinkerton Academy Marching Band under the direction of Jamie Baccia, setting the tone here in week number 9. Both teams, Steve, 6-2. Both teams guaranteed to be in the Division I tournament, but still some things up in the air here as South looks to secure a home game. What do we watch for tonight? Keys both ways for the Astros and Purple Panthers.
Well, one of the things that just stands out loud and clear, Nick, is you've got two of a group of quarterbacks, and you've got two that fit into the best of that class, Cody Jackson and Aiden McDonald. And these guys have unique elements to them. They both can run. They both can fire the ball. Their mechanics and technical capabilities are outstanding. They think on their feet. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't throw it when they don't need to. There's all kinds of good things going on there. That is something that I get really excited about all week long as we approach this game, to watch these two. offensive line control is going to be key here as well. And I look at those guards, the pulling guards. Are they going to be able to kick out? Are they going to create these, as far as the running lanes that are needed, and the blocking in the secondary this time of year becomes a huge item. And, of course, right now with the kick, special teams are going to be key.
Astros receive, and this one is put on the carpet. Scooped up at the 16-yard line. This is Ryson Mishu trying to find some room along the sidelines. He's over the 30 and up to the 34 in the end on a good return on what could have been a disastrous opening play. But Pinkerton will take the field position, and we get our first look at Aiden McDonald. You mentioned it, Steve. He gives Pinkerton more of a dynamic on offense.
He does, Nick, and he's given Coach O'Reilly a playbook that Coach O'Reilly has gone consistently when he needs it. And this guy, just when he gets dialed in, he just has that demeanor and that poise about him when he's out on the field that people want to play for him. You feel secure when he's in. I'm just so excited about watching these two guys go at each other.
Another player to watch perhaps is senior Joe Osanya. He's going to get the first carry here on a right side run and push the pile up to only the 37, maybe the 38-yard line as Nashua South is able to swarm. Raymond Karuru, another one of these seniors that Coach Porter was quick to point out when we spoke with him last night on FNL Gridiron. He said that there's several different seniors that he leans on in year number one to kind of patrol the locker room and set the tone on the field.
I was bringing some of the equipment upstairs there, Nick, before the game, and I walked by the line of Nashua South, and they have some big, tall, rugged guys. You can tell the conditioning program of that team has been phenomenal.
They're going to bring 6 along the line here for 2nd and 8, and we've got a run left side and not much. Again, lucky to get back to the line 44. Of scrimmage. Bruno Goncalves, he's been one of their tackle leaders all season. The Nashua South senior holds the Pinkerton running back to just a yard gain there, 3rd and 7.
You're going to see here they try to get the push in number 44. Watch him contain and then push the whole pile back in and narrowing the gate in which he gets through, and then the linebackers come up. If you're looking at the first 2 plays of this game, Coach Porter's got to like what he's seen so far. But there's 4 quarters of football here. So far, so good for the Panthers.
3rd and 7. South trying to force a 3-and-out to open the football game. First yard stick at the 46. It's a toss to Spellman. He's got room and he's got momentum.
Oh, there he is.
He's got a first down up to the 48-yard line. We weren't sure if he was going to get the green light tonight. He's missed the last several games with an injury, but looking good there on the 3rd down toss to pick up the first down.
Well, when you get Spellman and Mishu potentially in the game, Nick, that is a lethal pair to try to manage defensively. And look at him. He goes in. He's got a guy probably outweighs him. Actually, that was 24 that ran that ball right there, actually. I believe that was 24, Nick.
Yeah, that was Spellman.
Okay.
So it's 1st down and 10. They go back to Spellman on his 3rd carry. He slips through the hole. Gets across midfield and down to the Panther 49-yard line. Again, there a 4 to set up 2nd down and 6. So Spellman back in the lineup, Steve. He's taken 3 of the first 4 carries for Pinkerton.
I'll catch up with you. I haven't seen him in a while, so I keep thinking he's 22 and he's 24. I don't know how I forgot that. Nice job. One thing I do notice is Aiden McDonald is not coming all the way back to the sideline with Coach O'Reilly. He's actually taken the plays from pretty much the hash mark back. So that's a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a new twist, but he must have a lot of faith, a lot of good rapport between these two.
2nd down and 6. Toss. Spellman left side. Shakes around one man. Drags another with him down inside the 40-yard line. So Spellman up to his old tricks here. Looks like he hasn't missed a step in the last month.
Well, what you're looking at here is they're starting to pin in the edge. And when that happens, Spellman is so good. He kind of stretches the field, forces the defensive back on the outside for contain, and then he does that glance and plant step, and he just accelerates through it just like that, and he get his team a first down here. So that is got to be a happy sight for the Pinkerton Astro faithful here, Nick, to have Spellman back in the game. He looks to me, Nick, like he's in regular form here.
And right now, unofficially, 4 carries on the drive for 20 yards. Nearly 3 minutes in, we want to welcome our audience watching on Nesson Nation once again this week, simulcasting. And, of course, those online as well on our home on YouTube FNLNH Media. Early timeout here.
Yeah.
It's called by Pinkerton as Coach O'Reilly wants to talk it over. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance. Get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. By MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By TK QB Academy. Be the best QB that you can be. Call Trevor Knight at 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. By Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right. Visit accuratetree.com for a free estimate. And finally, by Jewett Construction, building relationships since 1972. Come join us to build something great at jewettconstruction.com. Nick and Astis, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Here's Spellman in the open field, a first down and then some. Inside the 20, still alive inside the 10. Spun around at the 5, and he lunges down out of bounds just shy of the goal line.
Well, you're going to see number 99, Caruso, with a block inside. This run does not happen without him. What an incredible job. Let's look for number 99 on the left-hand side. Look at that hook block around the corner. It just doesn't get any better than that. Love to see that from the backside as well.
It goes for 36 yards. Justin Fish on the tackle may have saved the touchdown as the junior finally wrangles him down at about the 2-yard line.
Watch 99. Look at this hook block right there. Look at this block on the inside. That is not easy to do. If you were going to read it in a textbook, you'd see it on a video.
Up the middle on first down, Osanya lowers the shoulder.
What a great job defensively.
And is stopped right around the 1-yard line.
Number 44 again, Nick.
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Goncalves, his second stop. Also in on the play was Caden Doubleday, the senior.
You want to see a fill. That's a one-man gang right there, and that's just terrific support afterwards. But number 44 gets up right in the thick of that. This guy's a beast, Nick.
Couple of tackles so far for Goncalves on the drive. Meanwhile, the football is inside the 1-yard line. Second down and goal. Pinkerton looking to strike first here nearly 4 minutes into the contest. McDonald takes the snap, handoff right side, and again there's penetration. A wave of white led by Karuru blowing up that play. Third and goal coming up.
Got to give South credit. They don't give up yards easily, Nick, and they are fighting for that line of scrimmage in the last two plays. They are winning it. I really expected a pass, a play-action pass that time, Nick, after the offensive. And all of the linebackers are stepping up, Nick, inside. There's real estate to throw to. If they do it this time, they may be expecting it, but if they do it this time, again, there is space there behind the linebacker core because they are coming right up to the line of scrimmage, and we'll see what happens here. But
play number 9 of the drive coming up. All have been runs so far out of the chute for Coach O'Reilly.
They're stepping back a little bit now.
Third and goal from the 4-yard line. Another run. A stretch. Spellman can't get to the edge. Ridden down at about the 2-yard line. That's Josh Tripp, one of Nashua South's captains, able to prevent the touchdown, and now fourth down and goal is on the way.
Yeah, well, we've talked about Tom King weeks ago there, and he speaks very highly of Josh Tripp. Tom's here tonight covering the game.
Yep.
From
the Nashua Telegraph and ETV. Meanwhile, decision time for Coach O'Reilly. The football is between the 3 and the 4-yard line.
Yeah, I was looking at that, Nick. I thought he was up around the 2 there, but he must have had his knee down back there. Coach O'Reilly going to call a second timeout. That only leaves him 1 for the rest of the half.
Right. So an early crossroads here about midway through this first quarter is Pinkerton looking for points to capitalize on the opening drive. Nashua South, meanwhile, has buckled down here inside the 5-yard line.
You know how hard that is to do against a running team, running attack like Pinkerton, Nick? They just – it isn't without risk because they're throwing a lot of assets to the line of scrimmage, but the calls against it, that second down there, to me, Nick, was a great time to throw a pass after you saw them all, tanking up on the line. But you got to give these guys, and it's not just number 44 here. There's multiple defensive players within that internal unit that have come up and worked great as a team. They're winning the individual battles defensively on the line here, defending their end zone.
All right, so here we go. 4th down and goal. Play number 10 of the drive, which has already killed over 5 minutes. Crowd getting loud here on Halloween night, hoping the home team can get it in. They're going to go around the corner. It's Spellman, and Tripp gets him not quite in time. Touchdown.
What a play call there by
Spellman, able to outrun everybody. Coach O'Reilly dials it up. It's a 3-yard score for Spellman, and Pinkerton's got 6 on the board.
Well, let me tell you, I'm assuming Coach O'Reilly made that call. Whoever did called a beauty of a play. Let's take a look at this right now. What you do is you fake it up the middle. They start dropping back for pass, and then you hand it off to one of the fastest guys on the field, and that's the guy you want to get it done for you, and they created space.
Meanwhile, the extra
no good.
Point, no good. As we get a collective groan from the crowd.
Yeah. You need those, Nick.
A rare miss for John Pappas, who's been one of the best kickers statewide.
Been stellar this season.
The last couple of years, really, but he misses. It stays 6-0.
So we talked about the third key. Special teams, Nick, came into play right there with a missed extra point. And those things mean a lot, but, one of the things about when you have a powerhouse running offense, which the Astros do, a 2-point conversion isn't as steep of a it's a much more likely that they're going to be able to punch that in and try to get those back, but you still want it now.
There's that 4th down touchdown run by Spellman.
What a great call.
Caps off a 10-play, 64-yard drive.
Well, you're going to see number 11. You just saw it. He sees that fake and he steps back in, and that's the difference between a touchdown or not. Was a great fake by Aiden and the running back. That is a well-designed play. It's well executed, and number 11 was the man to make that tackle, and they sucked him inside with that inside step. That made it right there. What a touchdown.
A couple of tackles for Josh Tripp on the drive for Nashua South. So 6-0, line drive kick, and we're back underway as we near the midway point first quarter. Breaking this to the left side across the 25 and up to the 27.
Yeah, number 29 there
Goes
for
the
Pinkerton.
return man.
Is who is that? Number 29. You want to watch it contain and then a tackle? Watch it right here. Comes to the left. Pure outside contain right there. Fighting for position. Look at him. He's right there where he needs to be. Breaks down in the athletic position. Makes a tackle.
Eric Baker on the return. The junior officially stopped at the 28-yard line. So Nashua South will bring on their offense. We talked in the pregame about senior starter Cody Jackson. He has been outstanding. He's a dual threat as well. By the way, the special teams tackle was Brady Normile. On first down, up the middle, straight ahead over the left guard. No, it's a fake. They keep it with Jackson. Quarterback faked me out, gets around the 30, but
flag down.
Yep. It's thrown by our official Steve Hall, the veteran. Penalty of the game coming up.
Stevie and his crew's arguably one of the best in the state, Nick.
Hey, you got a rough up!
They don't miss much at all, and the communication and positioning of these guys, every time you see that man come in the white hat with his group, you know you're going to get a good, well-officiated game.
It's a block in the back, so the first penalty goes against Nashua South. As we get the call here.
That one hurts a little, Nick, right there. You know, when you got a game like this with these two teams, you know, I know Pinkerton just scored a touchdown, but you can see both teams here came to play. You don't see anybody really backing down here at all, and you know they're both winning some plays here on each end of the field, and you want field position in a game like this becomes important.
So they're backed up to their own 20, and on first down, this is a handoff. It is over the 20 up to the 22 on a straight ahead run for Sam Levine, another one of those seniors that was called out last night by Coach Porter. Levine has been good really in all three phases for the last several years for South. That's the thing about these two teams. Many multi-year starters, including Levine.
Nice
on
job.
second down. on the rollout. First throw of the game is a completion along the sideline. Good catch there by Levesque. It's Colvin Levesque.
Good
Despite
catch.
some good coverage, he's over the 45 and a first down.
You're going to see here a great fake by Cody. Look at the balance he's got, and he fires a strike right into the breadbasket. Look at that movement outside. Look at that coordination, the mechanics. Great job on the reception, staying in bounds. Nice play by the Panthers there. Cody
Levesque.
Is something else.
Or Cody Jackson, rather, to Colvin Levesque. The connection there at 25 yards and a first down. From the 43, this is Justin Fish on an end around, turns the corner, and he's got a big first down himself over the 40 down to the Pinkerton 35.
Well,
on a pickup of 19 there for Justin Fish, the senior.
What you're going to see here is lead blocking. Watch the lead blocking and the quick pull. That is moving right there, and then bang, as soon as he takes him out of the play, nice movement inside is that by Fish?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Fish running the ball. Really good run.
Tackle by Noah Real, the former Londonderry Lancer.
They are ripping off yardage here.
Yeah, 25 through the air, followed by 19 on the ground, and it's a first down and 10 from the Astro 35. So we approach 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Up the middle, again, it's Levine. Going to soften that defense down to the 32-yard line, a gain of 3.
Yeah, that's a good...
And again, the Astros, well, they're forced to get right back to the line here as it's no huddle time for South. Up the middle, Levine may have tripped there in the hole. Somersaults his way down inside the 30 for a gain of 3 again.
I'm not sure, Nick, that was his own guy or not. We're going to see it here on the replay.
And again, third down on the way, 3rd and 5 officially.
Here we go. Let's take a look at this. I'm not sure who he tripped over. Yeah, it was his own player, his right guard he tripped over as he was in the middle of the block. But
tried to squeeze it through.
Big play here.
3rd and 5. Jackson looks left, in trouble, scrambles right, throws on his way to the ground, and it's incomplete. Tried to hook up there with Levine, but the Astros bring pressure off the edge and get to the quarterback. So 4th down now and 5 decision time for Coach Porter.
So who made that tackle? Was it 25? I can't tell. We're going to see it here. Never gave up. One of the things you can't do when you're going to go, you never give up on look at that. What a great job, great tackle.
The senior Aiden Chapman came untouched there off the edge.
Boy, we talked about him a lot this year. Whenever Pinkerton plays.
He played well last week.
Yes, he did.
In the loss on the road against Memorial. 4th and 5. Jackson scrambling. Left side, eyes downfield, fakes out Osanya, and I think has the first down.
What an athlete.
Darts out of bounds just in front of that first down stick at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, Cody sucked him inside. You can't let that happen. Your number one job is to turn that run on the inside. He's got him. He's got to keep on fighting for the outside shoulder, Nick, on that play, and Cody Jackson doesn't make it easy. What an athletic move on his part, and his turn upfield just shows you the athleticism this young man has.
1st and 10. Handoff again. Levine tried to sidestep to the left there. Got maybe a couple. And that's the freshman down there in the trench for Pinkerton, Harry Yawn, his first tackle tonight. And Yawn, been a fan favorite of Coach O'Reilly, or vice versa, rather.
Yep.
Said he's the first really guy to start both ways as a freshman in decades. 2nd and 9. Jackson stumbles, runs right, throws off the back foot, incomplete.
I don't know.
Officials look at each other. No receiver in the area there.
I didn't see one either.
Pinkerton wants intentional grounding.
Yeah, no, that's a ball. I thought somebody threw a flag. It was a football.
Steve Hall is going to talk here with the side judge, and the officials are going to try and figure this one out.
Yep, they're going to say it's okay.
Yep, incomplete.
I think what they're going to say there is as he was tackling, that forced the ball to the right. There was no receiver for quite a long ways there. But
South going to have to settle with 3rd and 9.
South will take that.
Football at the 23-yard line. 3.5 to go here, first quarter. Pinkerton trying to defend their 6-0 lead. Jackson rolls left, hit as he throws, and that one ends up on the ground, incomplete.
Well, interesting call right here. You're looking at about a 41-yard kick right here.
I'm sorry,
no, that change of downs. That was change of downs, excuse me.
Yeah, it was hard for us to see there. That one incomplete on 4th down.
I think they had the wrong yard marker up there, Nick, to be honest with you, but it does make sense because I was counting in my head, and that is a change of possession, of course.
Yeah, it said 3rd down on the scoreboard. We should have known better. It was 4th down.
Yep.
The incompletion is a turnover on down, so the giveaway, or it was an interception.
So it was, yeah.
So Spellman did come down with it.
Yep.
All right, here's the replay. Off the back foot, Spellman a diving, I guess, one-handed catch, but as we can see on the replay, that one hit the ground. Spellman, I think, sold that to the official.
Well, thanks.
So the 3rd down interception gives Pinkerton the football now at the Astro 21.
Roger Brown from the New Hampshire Report, multitasking for us here.
So Spellman a touchdown on offense and now officially an interception on defense. Meanwhile, on 1st down, this one is blown up in the backfield as Rice and Michoud lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage there. A loss of 1.
Arguably, Nick, one of the best defensive lines in all of Division I right here with South. They have tremendous athletes. They're trained extremely well. Really like the containment that I've been seeing. They've missed a few. They're fighting for containment, so obviously that's trying to be corrected right now because that's when Pinkerton was gaining the big yardage, is when they were losing containment.
Right.
And they're fighting hard for it right now, and that certainly paid off for them there, Nick.
Astros got on the board with a 10-play, 64-yard drive that chewed up nearly 6 minutes. They scored on a 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. The run by the junior Brady Spellman, who returns tonight from injury. Meanwhile, the Astros thought about throwing a pass there, but forget about that. Sacked as John McDevitt, another one of these class of 2026 veterans, able to get into the backfield.
Remember, this is the Pinkerton offensive line, folks, and they just completely dominated the defense. The defensive line completely dominated. Look at this work coming in from the outside, bleeding through, nice packages that they're throwing defensively at him, playing around with some of the gaps here. And it's paying off for him big time, deep in the zone. I don't really know what Aiden does there, Nick. You can't. He was in no position to throw it anywhere, so he just had to tuck it and go down. So that's just great defense.
Loss of 7 on the sack, 3rd down and 20 here.
Yep.
Inside of 2 minutes, first quarter. Coach O'Reilly going to keep it on the ground here, but again,
it's not working.
Nothing up the middle. Big number 79, Caden Doubleday. A couple of stops in this first half.
Total domination here on the defensive line. They're getting stronger, Nick, as the game seems to go on here.
Right.
And, for an interception, that defense just did their offense well. And that's what you're looking for in big games. Defense wins championships. Defense wins big games. Defense always is critical. And we were talking, one of the keys, that defense and offensive line on each team, how they were going to work against each other. Both teams getting yardage, but boy, that's the strongest domination I've seen so far in the game.
A dangerous play here. Having a punt out of his own end zone is Noah Real.
What a kick.
He gets off a great booming kick off the left foot. Takes a bounce behind the return man. That sends South's Ryan Jansen scrambling, and he goes down.
Number 4.
At about the 32-yard line. Tracked down, tackled around the waist by Jimmy Knudsen.
Another guy you talk about all the time, Nick, on play-by-play there. That guy just keeps getting it done. Yeah. And
he's been outstanding, Steve. One of your favorites.
He is.
Out of the secondary for Pinkerton.
And on special teams. Big play right there. You're way down your own end. You think you're going to get better field position than that. You hit a booming kick and a striker going down and getting it all done on his own there, chasing the kick returner on. That's just great special teams play there. Now they're on their 32.
So South, they moved the football on their first drive.
Yeah.
Threw an interception as they approach the red zone. Take over here from their own 30. Jackson to the air. That one incomplete.
Yeah, I knew they'd throw it.
And a flag comes in late. A little bit of contact there as that pass came in.
It's an obstruction of his path as much as it is anything else. Watch. He gets in front of him, and he just literally blocks him out of the play. He can't do that. He did look back, though. I'll give him credit for that. He looked back and he jumped, but you're going to see a better. Wow, great camera work, guys. Yeah, that's clearly you can't obstruct like that. Good call by the back official. Yep.
So Real colliding with Preston Boyce, the intended receiver. And that should be the first Pinkerton penalty of this first quarter. It comes with 39 seconds remaining.
Nick, one of the things just want to call attention to really quick here, the bands this year, we're seeing more and more of the bands during the game. Really, a lot of pep, a lot of in-between plays.
Sometimes playing during the action.
Oh yeah,
as well. We've seen that. We've seen that here tonight. We've seen it in Bedford. But all in all, yes, elevated band play
They sound
statewide
good.
for sure. Meanwhile, the officials
Great to see.
are going to give South finally the green light to resume here. They put a man in motion. They hand to him. It's Levesque. He plants.
Good cut.
And makes a move to his left up to midfield for a gain of 3.
Yeah,
Stop there on the flat by Real.
You want to see a player that had nothing to gain it anyway. You're going to see it right here in the replay. This is just good hard work, stretching out the contain and then cutting up field there. Watch him stretch and then cuts in. Gets a nice block there from, looks like number 2, I believe. And when your receivers stop blocking like that, that's a good thing.
Hand off, right side. This is Fish. Again, makes a man miss before he's taken down in Astro territory. Tackle again by Real. And the two exchange pleasantries after that 4-yard pickup by Fish. It sets up what looks like a 3rd down and 2 coming up on the other side. Second quarter around the corner. Pinkerton strikes first. 6-0 our score after 1. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
6-0 is the Pinkerton lead as we begin this second quarter. And here's a nice looking run for Nashua South as Sam Levine able to weave his way down to the Astro 36 for a first down.
Well, you want to, this is systemic. Watch this cut. Watch the plant, and look at this. Reads his block. Oh, great work right there. They're into the secondary. That means the offensive line is getting out into the linebacker core and opening up holes with kickouts and washdowns. And that's a good sign if you're South for that running game.
Meanwhile, Nashua South has played up-tempo.
They have.
So far in this first half under head coach Josh Porter. And the officials just pumped the brakes there prior to that no-huddle snap as Pinkerton was in the neutral zone. So it's the second Astro penalty, this one 5 yards.
Well,
South will take it as the football is now placed at the Astro 31.
As we know, when these teams start fighting like this, the defensive line's getting pushed out. They want to push that line of scrimmage as tight as they can. Sometimes it's too much.
3-man front for Pinkerton. Handoff Levine again squeezes through the hole. Down inside the 30 to the 26 before Osanya makes the tackle. More positive yards on the ground as both teams, Steve, in this first half have run the football pretty well.
And this is wear down yardage. This wears defenses down when they run like this. These running backs, I don't know who's coaching the running backs for Coach Porter, maybe him himself, but he's teaching these guys, whoever it is, he's teaching these guys well.
Also Colin Gearing in on the stop for Pinkerton. Meanwhile, Jackson barely gets it off. Gunkalvis the catch in the flat. Wrapped up around the knee by Real.
Short of the
20. Very close is right. The stick looks like is at the 21-yard line. Meanwhile, the officials again are going to chat here.
Yeah, give me about. Well, there's still something going on here. They're not even placing the ball yet. Looks like he's got it, to your point, Nick, on the 22.
It's coming back. It's a false start. That play never should have happened.
That's a big penalty right there.
False start against South. That's the second Purple Panther penalty.
South's line, Nick, who's seen South Only one time this year, unfortunately. This is great to see them again. And really wanted to get to take a good look at this team. And, boy, I'll tell you, their offensive line and defensive line play has been overall a little penalty there, but it's been solid. These guys are coming off the ball superbly.
So after the penalty, 2nd down and 5.
Another one.
More movement up front, and again, the flags are going to fly.
It's going to go back the other way. I didn't see anybody move. It's possible. It looks to me like a encroachment again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 2nd such penalty against Pinkerton.
Well, take 5 and lose 5, right?
3rd Astro penalty of this first half. If you're just joining us, Pinkerton marched down the field on the opening drive, 64 yards, 10 plays. They scored on a 4th and 3. Touchdown run by Brady Spellman. South answered the bell, but turned it over, threw an interception as they approached the red zone. South then forced a punt, and here is the ensuing drive as we bridge the 1st and 2nd quarters. Levine's going to move the sticks after a short 1st down run.
Levine's not just moving sticks. He's moving defensive players, Nick, forward. And he's pushing them back on the initial contact. He's in great shape here, and he's moving upfield very well.
Another 6-yard pickup. Meanwhile, around the corner this time goes Levesque, and he tumbles his way down inside the 20. So South is going to set up shop in the red zone for the first time tonight,
French
with
connection.
2 minutes gone by in the 2nd quarter.
Levine and Levesque.
See there, run down from behind by Caruso.
Both showing really good running form here, reading the hips of their blockers perfectly and sliding inside, reading inside blocks. This is just doing fabulous here. Nice.
2nd down and 4 on a stretch play, and it's Knudsen on the tackle. Levine couldn't quite turn the corner at the 16.
Really, that's a good open field tackle right there. It's a good thing that was Knudsen there. Nick, he does that so many times in games. Watch this open tackle. Look at that. And he tackles him right in the spot. He didn't even get a chance to lean forward because he knows how to tackle, keep the runner in place. Look at that.
2-yard pickup, 3rd down and 3, left side run, and ripped out of bounds is Jackson. That's way late. Knudsen escorted him over the boundary, then gave him an extra little push at the end of that play. The flag flies, and it looks like a personal foul is on the way against Pinkerton.
Yeah, that's going to be – let's take a look at this here. Yeah. Yep, he knows it. He knows it. Watch this. You're just going to see it's just too long there. You got to let go as soon as he's hitting the white outside edge there. Just got to let you go. Put your hands in the air. Fortunately, I think this is going to be, half the distance, right? Because they're not going to get a full 15 yards, but nevertheless, it's that much closer to the end zone. So what is it?
Yeah, they're going to place it on
11?
the 7. So the penalty occurred. Penalty occurred at the 14-yard line. They put it at the 7. I'm sorry. So a 7-yard personal foul penalty against Pinkerton.
1st and goal here. Offensive line doing a terrific job, but the running backs are rewarding them for their efforts. The way in which they're running, Nick.
Up the middle. Levine to his left, bring Knudsen and Osanya with him down to the 1-yard line.
Watch the perfection of the reads here. These guys have practiced the run game, and somebody knows what the mission he wants these guys. Watch this. He just slips behind number 44. 44 runs through untouched, but it creates a lane for him.
Meanwhile, up the middle, trying to find a touchdown somewhere in that pile. The officials say,
no,
not quite.
Thought he had it, Nick.
So did I. Instead, we're going to get another 3rd and goal, and South is going to line right back up. Jackson under center, takes a quick snap, leans forward, and the senior this time is in the end zone. Touchdown, Nashua South. They march down the field. They eat up nearly 6 minutes on that
drive. It's a big one.
Answer the bell, and we're tied at 6.
That's anything 6. You're half a quarter on your drive, Nick. That was a very impressive drive. And that running game with that offensive line is quite a tandem there. This is the Pinkerton Astros. The Astros they just did this against. Says a lot.
Meanwhile, swinging gate here on the extra point.
Swinging
as they
gate.
look to take the lead. It's going to be Jackson himself set to kick here. No, now they're going to fake it. They fake me out anyway. The holder drops back to kick.
You recovered quick, though, Nick.
It's Preston Boyce. Tough snap, but a good hold, and Boyce's kick is up and good. So South has the lead. A 1-yard touchdown run from Cody Jackson. Extra point from Preston Boyce.
Well,
it's 7-6 South here in Derry.
Look at this drive forward. Look at the offensive line surge. They win the battle. They win the low man contest there. And look, you can see that. Look at the line going backwards, the defensive line. That tells you everything you need to know. And that all starts from calling a good cadence. And to your point, Nick, the high-tempo offense not really allowing the defense to set his work for them a couple times here on that drive. Very well orchestrated drive, very well executed drive, and really like the play sequencing. But a lot of that was obviously done by the offensive line, but the runners of Levine and Levesque, Nick, just did a terrific job busting through seams, watching them develop. This is a season running game they have right here. And, boy, when you get into November and you're playing against the big guys like tonight, that's a big deal.
You mentioned November. It's around the corner, the Division I championship.
And happy Halloween, brother.
Right. It's Thanksgiving weekend. We're here on another holiday here in Halloween, celebrating the season finale between these two teams. Of course, we're on the road at Wyndham tomorrow as well for Londonderry at Wyndham.
That's a good kick.
This one is fielded off the bounce. Rice and Michoud around the right side, up to 30, 40, 45, midfield. Foot race, and Rice and Michoud is going to bring this one 75 yards to the house, and just like that, Pinkerton is back out in front.
Special teams was a big key tonight when you got two teams like this, Nick. Pinkerton, it was not a 6-minute drive, Nick, but it was very effective. On and behind the backs of some good up front blocking. Watch on the right side. You're going to see the seams controlled inside. Watch him cut. Watch. And then he accelerates through it. That's what you want to do. Accelerate through those two blocks. And let me tell you, Michaud is invaluable. Coach O'Reilly, I did see him, Nick, put up the 2 on the 2 sign. He's going to try to tie it up here.
Well, they've got a 12-7 lead. So they're looking to reestablish or establish a 7-point lead here. If they
make it up. I didn't mean tie it up. I'm sorry. Make it up. Of course,
John Pappas missed the extra point attempt following Pinkerton's first quarter touchdown.
I get excited, Nick, when I see blocking. And what you saw right there was blocking from the Astros. The effort that these young men put in, that they never get their names called. We try to do the best we can here on Friday Night Lights to give these guys credit.
All right. McDonald under center on the 2-point try. The senior rolls right, throws right, catch made. Osanya hit at the goal line and then does end up in the end zone.
A great job. 2 players here, Osanya and Aiden McDonald, Nick. Watch here on the replay.
So McDonald puts it on his mark. Osanya the catch despite a full speed hit by Justin Fish, the defender. Osanya does hang on his way to the ground to complete the 2-point try. So it's 14-7 special teams factoring in. And now again, South looks to get themselves up off the mat here, trailing 14-7 on the road.
Well, there's no two ways about it. What you saw right there with Aiden McDonald was under pressure, but he knew where his receivers were, and he hit it. And how about Osanya getting pounded right at the end zone line there, Nick, and then having the athleticism, strength, and wherewithal and commitment to just turn backwards and drive himself, landing in the end zone. What a great job. Boy, we got a game here.
We do. Again, a lot on the line for these two teams. Pinkerton looking to wrap up a Central Conference championship and lock down one of 3 byes in the upcoming Division I tournament. Nashua South looking to secure a preliminary round home game with a win here tonight. Both teams are 6-2 overall and 5-2 against New Hampshire NHIAA competition. On the return, Fish to his right, slips away from one man and drags another over the 30 before he's ruled down at about the 32. Meanwhile, some extracurricular activity, pushing and shoving. It's been a bit chippy in this first half here as both teams have been going at each other both before and after the whistle.
Well, you can't expect it not to be, Nick. With these two fierce competitors right here, if anyone was thinking coming into this game this didn't matter, the way these guys are playing, they are leaving everything out on the field. This means a lot to both of these teams.
3 receivers set as South begins their third drive of this first half. 4 minutes gone by, second quarter. Right side run, and Caruso is there to snub it out for Pinkerton. That's James Caruso. Fun player to watch over the last several years. Was a bookend along with his older brother Anthony a year ago. He makes unofficially his second tackle here so far tonight, limiting Levine to just a yard. 2nd down and 9. Jackson fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, throws off the back foot, and this one is incomplete along the sideline.
Yeah, Cody knows he made a mistake there, Nick. You don't want to throw that ball.
Intended for Preston Boyce, and now 3rd and 9 coming up.
Kind of interesting play. He opens to the other side, and then he comes down to the short side, and that ball was real close for being intercepted right there. There was no way from that position he was going to make that completion. He's very fortunate that ball wasn't picked off.
3rd down and 9. The first down stick is up at the 43-yard line. Pinkerton with a 3-man front, but they're showing blitz here. And that may have forced Jackson to change the play. Going to drop back now into the shotgun. 4 receivers. Takes the snap. It is a 4-man rush.
Caruso.
And there's the sack from James Caruso. Woo. Trying to fire up this Derry crowd here on Halloween night. Big 3rd down stop there for the Astros.
Well, you're going to see it right here, Nick. Caruso just comes around the corner and stretches it right out. What a terrific play on his part. You're going to see him come around the corner here. What a great job.
So tough to stop one-on-one.
He is.
He gets home, and now a 4th and 11 is going to force Nashua South to punt the football. This one, well kicked by Boyce. Takes a landing inside the Pinkerton 40 and rolls inside the 30 before it's down to the 29. So a pretty good flippage there for South, but nonetheless Pinkerton will take it. They have the football, they have the lead. As we approach the midway point, second quarter, it's 14-7.
Coach O'Reilly knows what a critical part of this game this is right now, Nick. His defense just stood tall for him right there with a tremendous play by Caruso, number 99. One of clearly the best defensive linemen in the state, Nick. There's no question about it. And he's got 6:53, so a 4, 5, 6-minute drive here would be right in line with what Coach O'Reilly wants to get accomplished here and get some form of a score.
Once again, South with 6 along that D-line. As they expect this Astro rushing attack to continue. On 1st and 10, it does. It's a left side handoff, but Spellman is once again pushed back.
Yep.
As South has several defenders on the scene, including Brendan Queen, another junior. And Steve, we've called out several different names tonight on that South defensive side that have all contributed here. A number of gang tackles, really at all 3 levels so far.
Well,
Coach Porter, I'm sure, is pleased.
Both these teams could go all the way, Nick, because of their offense and defensive line.
2nd down and 8, up the middle. Osanya spins his way to the 40.
Wow.
And then muscles it all the way across the 45. Another big run there for Osanya. 13 yards and a 1st down for Pinkerton.
He's just built like an old-style player, Nick, with the big upper torso. And when he hits somebody, most people snap backwards. And even with these tremendous linebacker and inside defensive line core here, Osanya just shows could go against the best of them and still get it done.
Finally brought down by Levesque. That's his team-leading 3rd tackle.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Spellman right side, hit at the line of scrimmage, and there's Goncalves to wrestle him down. Inbounds at about the 46 with forward progress. 2-yard gain.
Very, very rough inbounds work, but all within the rules, Nick. because if that offensive runner is going to fight you as a defensive tackler, then you have the right to fight back, and that's exactly what you see right there. They're both fighting it out. Going to be hard to beat number 44. He is something else.
It's Bruno Goncalves' third tackle.
He's built like a linebacker,
Spellman,
top to bottom.
A 2-yard gain here. Coming up in the 5-minute mark, second quarter. Second down and 8. As McDonald goes back under center, we get a number of flags thrown here and the play blown dead.
Not the way you want to work that drive. It looks to me like it's going to be a false start. It is. And that's 5 yards that the Astros don't want to lose there. South will take it.
That's also the 5th Pinkerton penalty now in this first half.
Yep, I agree.
Only 2 on the other side against South.
Don't be surprised here if Coach O'Reilly goes to the air here with a little play-action pass.
We have not seen Pinkerton attempt a pass so far.
Well, they did in the end zone.
They dropped him back, but he was sacked, so no pass attempt so far for Aiden McDonald. Handoff right side, and there's a hole for Osanya. Bumped up by Levesque and then finished off by Tripp, and now a late hit is going to draw the flag.
That's going to be 15 tacked on. There was a pass down there, Nick, into the end zone with Osanya. He fell in the end zone after.
It was a 2-point try.
Okay, but it was a pass attempt, all I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm not sure that counts in the stats.
It probably doesn't, but it's still a pass attempt.
But you're right. But you are absolutely correct. That was a 2-point successful conversion. McDonald.
Well, I think you're right. It doesn't count.
McDonald to Osanya. Meanwhile, a personal foul. That won't sit well with Coach Porter, as Pinkerton is going to get a free set of downs here.
Yep. That's a big 15 yards there, Nick. It changes the field position.
Right.
You've really got to stay away from that. You just can't do that to your football team. You've got to keep it. I mean,
it was third down coming up, too.
Yes, and a late hit, Nick, is different than a close one out of bounds that you throw a guy down. That happens in the heat of the tackle. But after the tackle's made, whistle's blown, you can't come in and make a stick like that.
Third South penalty here in the first half. 1st and 10 from the Panther 36. Handoff Osanya, left side, plants the foot, lowers the shoulders, spins inside the 30, and is down to the 29. Another violent run of 7 yards for the senior Osanya.
Well, violence, a great word for it, Nick, but it's in control. It's controlled violence. That's the beauty of this game, isn't it? Controlled violence. Watch him. The running games, these are tempered steel type running games right here. These guys know how to run, and Osanya uses that spin move as good as anybody in the football league, in the Division I league this year, Nick, in New Hampshire. He's been really enjoyable to watch, and boy, like kind of so many other runners that Coach O'Reilly's had throughout the years, he really counts on Osanya at the critical times when you got to bang out some yardage.
Right.
Good work by number 10.
Second down and 8. No, second down and 4.
Oh, what a well defended.
Spellman ran into trouble there on that counter.
Yeah.
And couldn't escape the clutches of Jason Vasquez Rosa, the junior.
Yeah, well,
makes the tackle at the second level.
Exactly. When you get a situation, Nick, where you're taking multiple seconds to get the ball back to the line of scrimmage, and you're going against a defensive line like this crew here of the Panthers, Nick, it's not going to happen well for you very often, because these guys get into the zone. You quick hitters, which what Coach O'Reilly's offense is all about, has been serving them well, and obviously utilizing Osanya, number 10. And
that time, Spellman, no gain. So third down here at 4.
I think they're going to roll out. I think Aiden's going to roll out here, would be my guess.
He's going to go under center against a 6-man front, put Real, make that Knutson in motion, but hang on, another flag is going to blow this one dead.
Well, it could be a neutral zone, or was it a jump? It looks like it was a jump. Yep.
False start against Pinkerton.
False start.
It's the 6th penalty of this first half.
None of these penalties, Nick, none of the calls in this game, can't disagree with one of them. They've all been Johnny on the spot. This crew, for a big game, that hard-hitting, fast-paced tempo, they know how to keep up with it, and doing a great job so far tonight.
Clock continuing to tick. Heading toward the 2-minute mark here until halftime. Pinkerton a 14-7 lead, facing a 2nd and 7. McDonald does throw, has Spellman in the flat, makes his way out of bounds. after scurrying across the 26.
Yeah.
Is that about what? Where is he? They're going to spawn in.
I think he's about the 23,
very
26,
close,
somewhere
very
around
close
there.
to the first down stick.
It's right on the border, Nick. I was thinking to myself.
26, and there's the first down marker. They have not moved the sticks yet.
Right, they have not. But I was just going to say, I thought initially with 2 minutes, 16 seconds left, you stay in bounds on that play and let it burn down the clock. But then again, if you're a running team, you keep running, you're going to burn it anyway. So nice call. No problem going out of bounds there.
And again, Pinkerton only one timeout remaining.
Yep. Did he just take it, or was that a South? Oh, they're going to do a measurement.
Yeah, they're going to bring the chain gang onto the field here for the measurement.
Yep.
With 2:10 remaining.
What do you think about the digital read there on these new first down things in the
in the NFL?
In the NFL.
Not a fan.
Not a fan either. I still like human beings making those decisions.
Absolutely.
And,
speaking of,
I'm with you 100% on that.
Speaking of human beings, we're going to have a number of human beings in costume tonight at halftime as the Pinkerton Pinkerton Academy Marching Band set to perform here. It's always something we look forward to in week number 9. Plus, of course, full recap of the first half action, stats, highlights, and a week 9 out-of-town scoreboard to get to as well. That's all coming up at halftime. Meanwhile, the measurement does prove that Pinkerton picked up a first down on that Spellman reception. So first and 10 from the 26 coming up.
Let's see how he manages the clock offensively here. Oh, another one. Well, if you're going to make a false start, I've always said as a coach who ran offense, do it to me on first down. Don't do me on third down. But still, first and 15 is a lot worse than first and 10.
Yeah, and I'd imagine this is starting to get under the skin of the 45-year head coach, Brian O'Reilly.
Yeah, he doesn't look too happy right now, and
he's having a word with McDonald, the quarterback.
Checking in. What's going on with the cadence? Are you doing it right? Are you doing it right, but they're not doing it? They're jumping? What's going on here? Clean it up.
First and 15 now. And again, penalties adding up for Pinkerton. 7 now in this first half.
Says the Astros don't have any timeouts left. But
I wouldn't rely on that.
I wouldn't either.
I think they have 1.
Look at this man run.
Osanya right side, brings Levesque with him.
He is a
May have
bull.
lost the football, but was down first. They're going to mark him down at about the 23, a 3-yard gain there.
He just runs like a diesel tanker, Nick, when he comes through the line. But don't think he's just about. Oh, did a flag just go down? Sideline
warning here against Pinkerton.
Yep. Oh, Coach O'Reilly, very hot right now. I don't know if it looked to me, Nick, like he's really frustrated with them going out on the field. Talking it over with the official right now.
Well, I believe we have a timeout.
Coach O'Reilly knows how.
Okay, South just called the timeout here with a minute 52 remaining. So they have 2 to go.
They have 2 to go, but there was a sideline warning here with players. I assume players and or coaches out in the field. They're very liberal usually with the head coach, straying a little bit out in the sidelines. It certainly wasn't that. It was, I believe it was some players, Nick. Coach O'Reilly let his players know, stay back. You're really supposed to be behind that second white line, towards the back of that box there. And what happens is people start creeping up, and officials are right to get it in line.
It's been a fun game so far. Pinkerton took the opening drive, 10 plays, nearly 6 minutes. Brady Spellman on 4th down scored a 3-yard touchdown. Extra point missed. 6-0 Pinkerton after 1. South took the lead. Cody Jackson on a 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good. 7-6 South. Next play, a 75-yard kick return by junior Ryson Michoud. Pinkerton got a 2-point conversion. 14-7 Astros. Pinkerton defense moments ago forced a 3-and-out. And now on the ensuing drive, it's Spellman up the middle. Coming out of the timeout inside the 20, stop shy of the 15.
Looks like it's going to be pretty close, Nick, to the first down. They may have it here.
He does.
Yes, they do.
13-yard run for Spellman.
Well, that pretty much gives Pinkerton, if they want to, Nick, to run this clock right down and give no opportunity for the Panthers to get the ball back if they so choose.
We'll see how it plays out, but you're right, Coach
running
O'Reilly,
right now.
He's got one eye on that clock. We're inside of 90 seconds. And again, a 1st and 10 at the 15 coming for Pinkerton.
A lot of emotions here on both sidelines, Nick, you can see.
McDonald under center. Knudsen in motion. They toss to him.
Love the call.
Looks for something. Cuts up
Flag.
the field, but there's a flag down. Yeah. If it stands, he's in the end zone. A 15-yard touchdown, but hang on. The penalty marker is back right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think they're going to get him for a hold here.
The Astro faithful here in the stands are not happy, but that one is coming back, a hold against Pinkerton.
Yep.
It's the 8th penalty in this first half against the home team. $10 for 57.
Yeah, it looks like he stuck. He had the block. Now watch here. You're going to see him hang on a little too long here to lead block. Believe it's number 24. No, it's and they both went down together. You're not going to win that. Make sure your runner's by you. Yeah, you're going to see it right here. Just hung with him too long there, and you see them both go down together. Oftentimes that's going to draw a hold. Didn't see anything blatant, but
enough to wipe out the touchdown.
Yeah.
So it stays 14-7. The football now at the 22, and hang on again.
Wow.
Another flag here, and more groans from this Pinkerton crowd.
Boy, they had a nice play going there too, Nick. They had the lead edge. They had the outside. I just think Aiden McDonald, the way he pitches the ball, Nick, the speed and location is fabulous. That was a big play right there. Could have gone all the way. Just loved this jet motion. Get that corner block. Knudsen had him, and he was outside. And there was a cornerback coming up, but it would have been a one-on-one open field matchup to get to pay dirt.
However, somebody flinched early for Pinkerton.
Yeah.
Another pre-snap penalty.
And pushing back far enough where the kick percentages go down too.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's a windy night.
Yeah. 106 left.
Football now at the 27. On a 1st and 23, McDonald rolls out right, in trouble, throws, catch made along the sideline. And a tackle inbounds at about the 26. Spellman his second catch. And now Coach O'Reilly, I believe, is set to use his final timeout to stop the clock here with 53 seconds.
Yeah, he's frustrated right now. You can tell. Had a little bit of discussion there with Steve. Don't know what that was about, but he's really working the sidelines here, trying to get guys. Looks like he had a couple words with Caruso there, something maybe about the fall starts. I don't know.
Well, as you said, a lot to get to coming up at halftime. Full recap. I've got some unofficial stats to get to. Ben's got the highlights. Steve's got the analysis. And we'll also get you the scores from around the state as well.
There's
Final weekend in the regular season, so some important scores on the eve of the Division I tournament. And, of course, we'll preview tomorrow's Game of the Week broadcast as well as Londonderry takes on Wyndham. Lancers hoping to fight their way into the playoffs. Wyndham looking to extend their win streak to 7 straight. That's tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So a lot to get to tonight coming up at halftime. Meanwhile, 2nd down and 21, the football at the 25-yard line. Astros are now out of timeouts. McDonald takes the gun snap. Here's the blitz. He runs up the middle inside the 20, dances at the 15, and is tackled from behind down around the 13-yard line. Clock continuing to tick.
Big play there, Nick, getting up within contention, but most of all, if they're not able to get a first down here, Nick, they're able to get a much closer, higher percentage field goal.
Quick snap.
But not yet.
McDonald throws over the middle, and this one sails on him a bit incomplete. Intended for the 5'7" receiver, Ryson Michoud. So 4th down and 8 now with the football at the 12-yard line. This is certainly a makeable kick for senior John Pappas, but right now the offense is staying on the field. Coach O'Reilly wants to go for it.
I don't know if it's the wind. I don't know what it is. Maybe it feels it's outside the range, but here we go.
4 receivers set and a 4-man front for South. Out of the gun, McDonald looks left, throws a dart, and it's incomplete, trying to find Noah Rayau inside the 5-yard line. A turnover on down. So the Nashua South defense rises to the occasion with their backs to the wall. They get the 4th down stop to bring the offense back on with less than 25 seconds to go.
Well, defensive line work on getting a pass rush and great defensive backfield work, Nick, on the coverage. Did a great job, but the thing that really caused the momentum to slow down there and really put them in a bad situation was multiple penalties and motion, pre-snap stuff that got them back almost 15 yards. It was like at one point, I think it was 1st and 30, if I'm not mistaken, 1st and 25. So you got to look better off going for a field goal there. I don't know. It's really all about the trust that you have in the kicker at that specific range. It is really windy there.
Meanwhile, O'Neill is going to trigger the clock and bring us to halftime. South set to receive to begin the second half. So 14-7, that is where we are at the midway point. Pinkerton
They're gonna burn
in
it.
front. And we head to the half with a one-score game on the board. Coming up, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, out-of-town scoreboard, and on-field entertainment as the Pinkerton Academy Marching Band set to play their Halloween set. All that and more. 14-7 at the break. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
And fans, let's give it up one more time here at Pinkerton Academy, Marching Band! Welcome back to the field, your Pregame Astros.
Start of the second half here in Derry. Pinkerton with a 14-7 lead over Nashua South in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week, presented by Beals Insurance. Both teams are 6-2 on the eve of the Division I tournament. Pinkerton hoping to secure a bye with a win. Nashua South, well, they'll be in the preliminary round either way, but a win would ensure a home game for them. It's been a fun game to call. Astros took the opening drive and ran the ball 10 times. Ate up over 5 minutes. Faced a 4th down and goal. They scored after a timeout on a pretty play, well executed. They got their stud running back tonight after several games on the sideline. Brady Spellman, 11 carries, 80 yards, including that 3-yard touchdown on 4th down midway through the first quarter. Extra point missed. Pinkerton led 6-0 after one. Second quarter, Nashua South able to move the football tonight, primarily on the ground. Sam Levine, the senior, 12 carries for 38 yards, but it's quarterback Cody Jackson who brought it to the house from 1 yard out on a quarterback sneak. Extra point was good. South held the lead, Steve, for all of 12 seconds on the ensuing kickoff.
The Mishu Express.
Mishu went to the house, 75-yard kick return touchdown. 2-point conversion was good as well. They got it through the air. McDonald to Osanya. And that is where we are, 14-7 at halftime.
Yeah, special teams for Pinkerton has been very solid tonight, Nick. They've got a lot of, when they're kicking the ball off, they're giving, they're getting good field position, forcing South Panthers on the other end. When they're receiving the ball, they're making the best of it there with some really big, obviously a touchdown return. That's a big factor in this game. I think we're thinking about a little bit is, I believe it was 4th down and 11 or 12. I'm not sure. And they ended up trying to go in the end zone there rather than kick. That 3 points would have made it 17-7 in a game like this.
4th and 8 from the 12-yard line.
Yeah, 4th and 8 from the 12-yard line to get to. Yeah, so really only 8 yards to a first down, but you just got to give the Panthers credit. Defensive secondary did a great job in the end zone. They actually had a number of great defensive plays as well. Nick, I know you want to get to scores. We could talk about this first half, but we do have ourselves a football game tonight. Going to be a very interesting second half. I don't expect it to be any less intense.
And again, it's the final weekend of the regular season, week number 9 statewide. Some other Division 1 scores starting to trickle in. Concord pitching a shutout, 21-0 over Timberlane.
That surprises me. I thought that'd be more competitive. Yep.
That game in Plastow. Out on the beach, Bishop Girton, a 21-7 edge over Winnicunnet as the Cardinals look to close out the schedule with a 7-2 record. Bedford, meanwhile, looking for another undefeated regular season, and right now out in front of Keene, 41-0 at halftime.
There'll be the 2s and 3s in that game, I'm sure, coming into the second half.
So Bedford pretty much guaranteed to be the number 1 seed in the Division I tournament. Memorial beating Exeter 21-14. That game early now in the third quarter.
That's a tight game. That's a game.
Speaking of early third quarter, we're underway here in Derry as a squib kick is fielded off the bounce by one of the South upmen. That's Ryan Jansen, who powers it up over the 35, taken down via the gang tackle at about the 36. Other scores, Steve. Alvern beating up on Merrimack, 28-6.
Coach Huft is an incredible coach. We talk about it all the time. He's going to get his team better every week.
And the Broncos are, after an 0-4 start, looking for their 4th win.
They'll be in, I believe.
Salem doubling up Central at halftime, 14-7. As the Blue Devils look for their 4th straight victory. Central with an outside chance of getting into the tournament with a win tonight. And down in Division II, West and Hanover are scoreless after 1 quarter. Blue Knights.
That's a backwards pass right there, but
Levine hauls it in with one hand and turns it into a positive play. He's over the 40 to the 42.
Mishu, Levine, Levesque, and Osanya and Spellman, all top-level running games tonight. Nick done a terrific job handling the football tonight, and we'll see who's going to break out here in the second half. But, check the box for all 5 of those guys.
Levine, a 3-yard carry, stopped by Osanya. That's Osanya's 3rd tackle. Stretch run, Levesque to the second level, and then some. First down over midfield, where he's tied up at about the Astro 48-yard line. A gain of 10 there for Levesque on his 4th carry of the night.
Yeah, that's a big carry right there.
It's his longest gainer.
Yep.
He also had a 25-yard grab in that first half. Cody Jackson, meanwhile, has played up-tempo here. No huddle offense, right back to the line of scrimmage. 4 receivers on 1st and 10 from the Pinkerton 48. Jackson dumps it over the middle, and that one dropped and incomplete.
I love the call.
Levine, usually sure-handed, couldn't haul that one in.
Yeah, if you're looking for the defense, they acted exactly the way you wanted them to there, Nick, on a center screen. There was some blockers out front. Looked like there's some yardage to be gained if he was able to pull that down.
Instead of 2nd down and 10.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Jackson taking his time in communication with the sideline. Coach Porter in his left ear. Ready to go on 2nd and 10 as he drops back. It's a 4-man rush for Pinkerton. Jackson throws it, complete to Fish over the middle. Boom! Taken away. Rayo has it for Pinkerton. As Fish lost it, popped right into the chest of the former Londonderry Lancer, and Noah Rayo has the 2nd takeaway tonight for the Pinkerton defense.
Well, you're going to see right here, this is a heck of a pop here on this hit. Watch this. Comes in, turns around. Jarred the ball, double hit, kind of hit from both ends, Nick. Jarred the ball loose. Rayo, right Johnny on the spot in the right place at the right time. And he's giving his team back here a 1st and 10 on their own 43. That is turnover on the second half, Nick. Always amped up as the later in the game they get.
Brady
we'll see what they can do with
had
it.
An interception for Pinkerton back in the first quarter. Now he's got a carry here on 1st and 10. And look out. down the sideline, pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. A 38-yard run for Brady Spellman.
Well,
and that's the longest play from scrimmage either way tonight.
Justin Fish here shows his speed. I mean, Brady Spellman is fast. And watch Justin save a touchdown here. We'll see what the defense can do from here, but this could come back as a big play, and he was able to get it. I thought he was gone, Nick. I even said it, but didn't realize that Justin Fish was on the trail. Boy, a lot of athletes, Nick, on the football field tonight.
Yeah, Fish, another touchdown that could have saved the another tackle that saved a touchdown. He did the same thing on a 36-yard run for Spellman in the first quarter, where he got him down at the 3-yard line. Meanwhile, this is James Caruso on the carry. And the tight end is going to muscle his way down to the 15-yard line after a 5-yard
He did
gain.
a heck of a job right there. Nice job looking and protecting the football. 2 hands on it. Well, and he let the other hand off. You got to be careful there. But, boy, he is a strong guy. Coach O'Reilly giving him an opportunity to carry the piggy. And got himself 4 yards. 2nd and 6 now. Let's see what this play is going to be here. I think it'll be conservative.
Spellman, left side, whole snap shut, and down he goes. Ted Smiley is there, the junior, with his first tackle.
Yeah, nice job by Cole Patno as well, Nick, there containing that run inside. Did a good job fighting for outside position. It's these little things in the game that make the big difference. You don't want Spellman to get free outside of tackle, Nick.
Patno, the senior,
kept him in.
Remember this big class of 2026 that has played well all season for Nashua South.
Offensive line looks like they're firing off well here.
3rd down and 4. South looking for a stop. It's a pitch to Spellman right side, and there's the tackle. It's, again, Josh Tripp, who wraps him up and stops him at the 11-yard line after a 2-yard gain. So 4th down. Offense right now still on the field for Pinkerton.
How many times do you see Pinkerton get tackled like that, Nick, when they've got it, looks like it's broken open? We saw it with Memorial last week. They did a darn good job as well because they got those athletes that can case the perimeter there and go in and make the tackle. Thought he had the corner there, but these athletes here with South Panthers, Nick, they just are showing their stuff defensively tonight.
4th down and 2. The football at the 11-yard line. Handoff right side. Osanya, ball's out. It's loose inside the 10. The officials blow the whistle, and it's Nashua South football.
Yeah, let's look at this again. It did look like it came out before he went down, Nick, but I do want to see this one again here. I think we're going to get a pretty good look at it from both cameras angles.
So Joe Osanya loses the football after about a 2-yard gain, as we see on the replay. Probably was down.
I think he was down,
but
Nick.
Either way, Steve, he would have been short
matter.
of the first down stick, which was at the 9-yard line. You see the tackle there at about the 10.
Very good point there, Nick. So how about this defense keeping this team in the game, Nick? 14-7. They're within 1 score. 3rd down. They're going to get the ball. They got the ball back again. Great job standing up.
Up the middle on 1st down, it's Levine. He's been the workhorse tonight for Nashua South.
Yep.
12 carries in that first half, which is a game high, and he's going to grind out, looks like 3 more here. Give his team a little bit of breathing room at the 10-yard line.
For all of our viewers, if you are not subscribing to Friday Night Lights, FNLNH Media, go to FNLNH Media on YouTube. Do a search. It'll come right up. And please subscribe and hit that bell icon over to the right there, and we will give you live shots ahead of time to let you know that the game is going to be coming. Whoa.
Up the middle. Look out. Foot race at the 40, and Levine is up to the 45, maybe the 46 as he rolls to a stop.
Well,
boy, oh boy, ripped off a big run there of 37.
Bryson Michaud with a huge play at safety, Nick, in that situation. Look at him here, slows him down, was able to get the pursuit in there and stop a touchdown. Boy, they're going high tempo again.
Yep, no huddle, left side run, and Levine stays hot into Astro territory, close to the 1st down stick.
Yeah.
At about the Astro 44.
Full tilt, full time here. Tempo is as quick as you can get it done right here.
Second down and inches. Jackson handoff. They stay with Levine. Left side. This time he shot back.
Nice defense there.
Maybe four Astros on the scene, including the big fella up front. Elliott Ingram is the junior.
Ingraham
led the charge.
Absolutely. Boy, I'll tell you, he took on two offensive linemen there, Nick, and held the line of scrimmage. Gave the linebacker core an opportunity to come up. That's a big, big play right there.
3rd and 1. Jackson in the pistol. And we've got an audible here.
Yeah, could change things up. They see something.
Still a 3-man front for Pinkerton. Handoff left side.
They got him.
And this is a loss. In the backfield, Bentley Blaze able to undercut Eric Baker. Sophomore with a big tackle, a loss of 1, 4th and 2.
It was a pulling guard there on the right, Nick, but he wasn't around. The play just didn't develop well at all. I don't know. Sometimes you don't know what to pin it on, but you can just look at it and see it did not develop well. Pinkerton Astro defense comes up huge. 4th down here. They're going for it. What a critical time in the game right now.
Midway through 3rd quarter. Jackson still looking at the sideline. He's got Levine to his left. Pinkerton brings the blitz. Jackson calls his own number.
I don't think he got it.
This one is close.
Well, now he's walking a little forward. Looks to me, wow, this is going to be super close, Nick.
Steve Hall, the official in the middle of the melee. He may be calling out the chain gang here.
I believe this is short, Nick, by about 4 inches is my guess from what I can see. And I think they spotted it right. I really do. I think they got it right on here on the replay. You'll see he was short. It looked to me like he was short of the line to gain. I guess the forward tip of the football is about 4 inches short. How about this defense appearing at least now to have stepped up, but it's not over yet, and it is short.
Wow. Another turnover on downs. We've seen that a few times tonight, but this one is dramatic.
Dramatic
as you can
is right.
play it. An inch short there. Ingram with the stop.
Wow.
Jackson needed that extra inch, doesn't get it, and Pinkerton takes over.
Number 75, Ingraham, absolutely is the man on the scene there in the trenches on that defensive stand. And how big is that, Nick? 4th and inches, basically, and they cannot convert. 3rd down is such an important quarter, Nick, at this juncture, mid. What do we got here? 5:47 left, if I'm not mistaken. Right around the middle there. This is a big turning point in the game. We'll see what Pinkerton can do.
1st down. Back to Spellman. Left side, tries to get around the edge, turns upfield, and meets up with Josh Tripp and the rest of that defense. Goncalves is there as well. McDevitt. It's a gain of about 3, maybe 4, as Spellman has looked good tonight. Again, he's missed, I think, Steve, over a month. Out of action with an injury.
It's at least 3 weeks,
We weren't sure about tonight, but he's over the century mark. Going to get a well-deserved breather here with his club facing a 2nd down and 6.
Well, this is when Coach O'Reilly loves to use Osanya to be able to pound yardage here. We'll see who he goes with here. But Osanya right now on the sidelines, Nick. But he is a weapon when you need just to move the sticks and burn clock. Pretty early, though, in the 3rd quarter, halfway through, 1.25 to go. They're going to keep their open offense on the field.
Again, a 6, maybe a 7-man front here. McDonald going to go down the field, and that one incomplete. Tried to find Caruso over the shoulder. 2 men in coverage there are Tripp and Fish. And we have now a 3rd down. We were waiting for that shot, Steve.
It's just been a matter of time. There it was right there. He steps up nicely. Little high, but I still say a catchable ball there, Nick, to be honest with you. Nice job looking left, turning right, kind of lead. It would have taken a really good catch, but I like the call. Kind of opening to the other side there. It kind of throws the defense. He was trying to kind of loft it into the breadbasket there.
Well, now a chance for South to force a 4th down here. with a 3rd down and 5 facing Pinkerton from their own 49. A pitch right side. Mishu plants the foot, 1st down.
Money player.
He rockets his way into South territory down at the Purple Panther 40-yard line, a gain of 11.
Anybody who wants a good football player that can get it done at the most critical times, Mishu, he is a special player.
Quiet in that first half, except for on special teams. Of course, he had the 75-yard return for Pinkerton to give them the lead. That was midway through the second quarter. It's been a defensive grudge match really ever since.
It has. That's a big 1st down right there.
14-7 at halftime, still 14-7 here as we tick down to 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And you're right, a big 1st down for Pinkerton. And now a new ball carrier as they go to one of the fullbacks. That's Colin Gearing. And he's going to grind his way down to the South 32-yard line, refusing to go down after an 8-yard run.
We've seen him before. Every now and then he'll get a carry. And watch him lower his shoulder, lift up, lower his shoulder, lift up. Keep driving those legs and those small steps. Never gives up. It's a big run for him right there. We talk about it all the time. 2nd and 2, 2nd 1.5. Offensive coordinators love it.
Another tackle for Tripp and Karuru. I've got Tripp, Steve, for 6 tackles so far.
Oh, I have no doubt.
There's that clock, tick, tick, ticking. Late here in the 3rd quarter. Another 3rd and short. It's Spellman left side. He goes up the middle.
He's got it.
And he's inside the 30. That should be a 1st down.
Well, you're going to see a heck of a kick-out block right here. I believe it was by number 54. We're going to see it. Watch it right here, folks. This is a good kick-out block right there. Bang, right there, you'll see. And it is number 49, it looks like. So not only does this guy run hard, he blocks hard, too.
That's Gearing.
Great job by Gearing. He's having a good run here.
Kevin Hamill, his 2nd tackle for Nashua South. But again, a 1st down for Pinkerton.
Well,
as the Astros on the march now at the South 29-yard line, inside of 3 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
And Osanya on the, I believe, still Nick on the sideline, getting plenty of rest for getting ready for the 4th quarter.
They'll go to Caruso instead. It's his 2nd carry tonight. He bounces off one man, breaks a tackle inside the 5 before he's dragged down at about the 3-yard line. A 26-yard run for James Caruso, the senior.
Well, they had a flag on the way out here called the Astro Machine. Well, you're seeing the Astro Machine right now work. This is bull yardage right here, and it's punishing. And it's keeping the defense on the field and the great Cody Jackson off the field, Nick, with these long drives. This is Pinkerton football when it's working. And when you do this in the 3rd quarter, it's really, really effective in a football game to take away that emotional and physiological edge that you need to beat a really good team.
Ryan Jansen, the touchdown-saving tackle for South. They go to Caruso, trying to reward the big man.
And it's in.
And he's in for the touchdown. A 3-yard score. 2nd effort may have made the difference as Caruso brings the defender with him into the end zone. Pinkerton opening things up now a bit. 2-score game, 20-7.
Well, this is vintage Coach O'Reilly football play calling right here. When you have it, you use it. You got an offensive line, you work on it all week, you believe in it, and those runners are giving those offensive linemen the will to do what they're doing out there right now. So this is a big score. This is a big point here, Nick, too.
Yep. Extra point for Pappas.
And it's
up
good.
And good. 21-7 Pinkerton. 2:05 to go. 3rd quarter. James Caruso broke the big run, 26 yards. Coach O'Reilly goes right back to him for the 3-yard touchdown.
No question, Nick. And what you just saw blocking up front there that is first rate. And how about number 49 coming in the game, Colin Gearing, running the ball like a bull and blocking like a bull. I was watching him, was kind of keying on him after that first time he touched the ball. He's a big factor once they got inside the 40-yard line there again. Just a great utilization of players, and at the same time resting players that are going to be able to go out on defense now and go out there and play like a house on fire. And when you got the depth, you got to know when to use it. Coach O'Reilly knows how to do that.
45 years on the job. Pinkerton, the defending Division I champions, playing for a bye and a Central Conference championship tonight. Again, 3 teams will have next weekend off. We'll have 5 preliminary round games. 5 winners advance to the quarterfinals. which begins 2 weeks from tonight.
Special teams now are going to be really important here for both teams to execute well. South has got to put together a drive here, get this score within get this game within one score. See how they can do it on the run back.
This one headed toward the sideline and bounces out of bounds. That's going to draw the first penalty flag since halftime.
All by design right there. Of course, you like to see it drop on the 20-yard line and stay there, but this is all by design. You trust your defense, although you don't really want it to go out of bounds. It goes up to the 40, but you don't want to run back either when you got a 2-score lead. Let them earn it. From the 35 on, Nick.
They'll place it at the 35. Pinkerton plagued by penalties in that first half, 9 for 62 yards. So their 10th of the night comes on special teams.
Boatload of people watching this game tonight. We really enjoy having you join us at FNLNH Media. Feel free to subscribe and hit that bell icon. We love subscribers. Stay tuned.
Hoping to get to 7,000 here before the season's out. Meanwhile, Jackson's got time here against the three-man rush. Going to tuck and run up the middle. He's met by Gearing shy of the 40. And then driven back by Blaze and Knudsen. They'll mark him at the 40, a 5-yard gain for Jackson. And that triggers this clock. We're inside of 2 minutes, third quarter. Well, Jackson, he did score the 1-yard touchdown for South, the only Nashua South touchdown tonight. But other than that, he's been pretty contained here as Pinkerton has, I'm sure, made a point of emphasis to contain the senior. They've done so, at least so far here, through nearly 3 quarters.
What a play.
Levesque breaks a tackle, gets away from Blaze, has a first down and then some.
Levesque and Levine, Nick, these guys are a tandem. I don't know about you. To me, both of these guys look thicker and bigger. I don't know if they're both hitting a growth spurt. I don't know if the numbers have changed on the height and weight factor, Nick. But these guys look as strong as I've seen them all year.
Yeah, Levesque lowered the boom there before being forced out of bounds after a 14-yard pickup. 1st and 10 South. Again, a 4-receiver set for Jackson. Pressure up the middle. He escapes to his left. Going to tiptoe. It won't get away from Osanya. Osanya gets to him back at the South 48-yard line. A loss there of 6 and a sack for Joe Osanya.
Well, you're going to see Osanya play the football position the right way. Watch him. He maintains the outside edge. Watch him run. See him chasing the outside. Forces that outside hip to Kern inside, and then he's got support to finish the job with him. Good job by Osanya.
That brings up
somebody's been listening to their drills.
In 16. And hang on here, the officials just picked up a garment. Looked like a towel or a t-shirt off the field. So an official's pause there. Now ready to resume. Clock running. Down to 20 seconds here in the third quarter. Astros threaten blitz on 2nd and 16. Jackson fires near sideline, has Fish. Fish the catch, steps back, sheds a tackle, has a first down. Still alive along the sideline.
He's going to go
inside the 10 for the touchdown. A 48-yard touchdown for Justin Fish as Cody Jackson hooks up with the senior, and he did the rest. What a run after the catch. South responds. It's a 1-score game again at 21-13.
Wow, we were talking Thursday night on Gridiron, Nick, to Coach Porter about the weight and strength and conditioning program of this team. You're going to see strength and conditioning right here. Look at that. Just separating himself from runners. He's just too strong with a leg drive. And he's got his team within, if they get the extra point here, within 1 score. What a game we got going on here, folks. Look at this again. 1. Look at the cut inside. 2. 3. Takes a hit, knocks him on his tail, goes by Osanya, and then beats Knudsen. And
meanwhile, on the extra point, the snap was bobbled. The throw is caught by one of the linemen, and now a flag is thrown. They're well shy of the end zone. It was a dropped snap. And that was an unfortunate special teams play there for South. However, Steve, it is still a 1-score game.
It is.
At 21-13 here.
But you wanted that one.
You did if you're South.
Yep.
Pinkerton will take it. They're going to decline the penalty, so the extra point try officially is no good.
Watch this, folks. You're going to see it again here.
52 yards. How about Fish
One.
there? Makes a man miss.
Look at
cuts
that.
inside, breaks a tackle, stiff arms 2 players, and then scores it from 52 yards out.
Yeah, that's a player that started working in January, folks, and never stopped. And this is what happens when the big showcase, when the lights are on, and it's Friday night. Let me tell you, these two guys, these two running backs, as a tandem, Nick, have been absolutely fantastic tonight. And how about Cody Jackson getting himself free, throwing a nice pass, putting him in position to catch and get some yards after the catch, and boy, did he ever make the most of it. What a tremendous play.
So Jackson now tonight with a touchdown pass to go with a touchdown run for Nashua South. But it's Fish. Remember, Steve, he was, I'm sure, feeling pretty lowly after losing that fumble earlier in the third quarter, but certainly makes amends with that play. A highlight-style 52-yard touchdown. Of course, he's been busy defensively with nearly a handful of tackles tonight as well.
They have the edge.
Here's Spellman on the return, goes around the corner, up the sideline. Tackle just shy of the 40-yard line, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. So the plot thickens here in week number 9. A one-score game as we head to the fourth. Pinkerton 21, Nashua South 13. Can the Purple Panthers come back and secure a home game, or does Pinkerton celebrate a conference championship? We find out next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the fourth quarter, fumble, and Nashua South recovers. Ryson Mishu took his eye off it, and Raymond Karuru is Johnny on the spot for Nashua South. So we begin the fourth quarter with a takeaway by the Purple Panther defense, and now South down only one score. Will trot the offense onto the field, 1st and 10 at the Pinkerton 34.
Well, you're going to see here on the pitch what's happening is they're getting penetration, and it wasn't a bad pitch, but it wasn't down, around the chest area where you're really looking for a little high, but still should have been caught. But it's the pressure, Nick, that they got coming and the containment rolling in from the outside. It doesn't really give Mishu a clear sense of where he needed to go. He started to look for a running lane before he got the hands on it.
So, a big turn of events here as we get going in week number 9, fourth quarter. Jackson down the sideline.
What a catch.
Trip, able to elevate and come down with it inside the 5. 1st and goal coming up after another big play, a 31-yard hookup from Jackson to Tripp.
How about these Nashua Panthers, Nick? Give up is not in their DNA whatsoever. They've been, and they're putting together a third quarter here that's going to give them a lot of momentum.
Meanwhile,
good defense there by Pinkerton.
Another quick snap as this South offense has operated up-tempo tonight, but Pinkerton ready there.
Look at this throw here on the replay. What a terrific job coming back for the ball.
He's the power forward during the winter for the basketball team, and you can see the elevation there paid off. 31-yard grab for Tripp. He's been the team-high tackle man defensively tonight for South as well. Jackson off the back foot into the corner.
What a throw by Cody Jackson.
A sliding catch is made by Colvin Levesque. Touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown pass. Meanwhile, some flags are out after. This may be celebration related. But either way, a touchdown will put 6 on the board for South, and they're back within 2 at 21-19.
Well, you're going to see a throw here by Cody Jackson that nobody else could catch except his receiver. Let's take a look at it, folks. Watch Cody. Good mechanics. Releases the ball, gets the loft that he needs to beat the defender, and allow his receiver to catch up to the football. What a comeback here that we've got going. Yeah, looked like there's some. So it looks like it was on South, Nick, the penalty.
Yeah, I think it's excessive celebration.
Yeah, it is. And but this third quarter, the turnover's huge, Nick, in the second half.
Meanwhile, the wind is picking up. It's actually blowing the football around on the turf.
It sure is.
As you can see, the gusts here starting to rock the goalposts as well.
In the parking lot, stone dust is whipping across the field here.
Meanwhile, timeout is called by Nashua South ahead of the upcoming extra point try. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By TKQB Academy. Be the best QB that you can be. Call Trevor Knight at 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. By Accurate Tree Service, because you only have one chance to take a tree down right. For a free estimate, visit accuratetree.com. And finally, by Jewett Construction, planning, architecture, construction management. Come join us to build something great at JewettConstruction.com. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's presented by Beals Insurance. 2-point try to tie the game is going to be delayed as we get another flag. Play is blown dead. And we will once again wait to hear from referee Steve Hall.
Well, the weather was predicted to get windier around 8:30, Nick, and that's kind of where we are right now, 8:30 to 9. And they said we're going to get gusts up to 36 miles an hour.
And we just saw that.
And I think we just saw that.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting how this could affect the game with the weather coming in. No precipitation predicted, but high winds for sure.
Yep. Going to spread it out here. 4 receivers. Jackson on the 2-point try is blitzed. The ball is out and on the carpet. So it stays a Pinkerton lead here, 21-19.
Wow.
As the 2-point try fails. But again, the touchdown, Jackson to Colvin Levesque, a 4-yard touchdown toss. It's a 2-point game.
Special teams continuing to become a factor, Nick. That's 2 points that have been lost there, or 3, 2 in a 1 attempt. And neither were the first one didn't go through the uprights. That cost him 1. Going for 2 this time. Didn't get at least the 1 or 2 there. And as a result, having an impact on this game.
Yep.
A field goal, puts it up to 5.
Well, let's recap before we look ahead.
And
Brady Spellman, he got Pinkerton on the board midway through the first quarter on a 3-yard touchdown run. That came on 4th down. South, after trailing 6-0 to begin the second quarter, took their first lead. A Cody Jackson 1-yard touchdown extra point gave South a 7-6 edge. Next kickoff, it was run back by Ryson Michoud. 75 yards to the house. The junior then set the stage for a 2-point try. McDonald to Osanya. That conversion made it 14-7. That was our score at halftime. It stayed 14-7 late into the third quarter before James Caruso padded the home team's lead with a 3-yard touchdown run. Extra point good, 21-7. Then Jackson to Justin Fish just before the end of the third quarter, a 52-yard touchdown toss. Got South back within 1 score at 21-13. Extra point try failed. And then a moment ago, following a fumble recovery, short field, South caps off a short 36-yard drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. But as we just saw, the 2-point try was no good. So 21-19, plenty of time here with only a minute gone by in the fourth quarter.
Pinkerton, though, gets up to the 41-yard line with field position, and that's solid field position to start the drive, Nick. 10:58 left in the game. Boy, this is feeling like it's going to go like right down to the wire here. Very impressed with South coming into Pinkerton's home turf here and fighting their way back with the third quarter. Third quarter, to me, Nick, the last 4 minutes of the second and the third quarter are such an important part of a football game. South came to play tonight.
1st and 10. Osanya up the middle. Tripped up by Goncalves after crossing the 45. They spot him at about the 46. A 5-yard run there for the senior, Joe Osanya. Both these teams, 6-2 records.
Well,
again, Pinkerton can play for a bye with a win tonight. They would wrap up the Central Conference Championship. Nashua South, who plays in the Western Conference, they cannot catch undefeated Bedford as the Bulldogs look to improve to 9-0 tonight against Keene. But nonetheless, South can host a home game next week with a win tonight. If they lose, it gets a little dicey, and we have to see where the chips fall. Here's Caruso up the middle and met by a wall of white at about the 49-yard line, shy of the first down stick. So, Steve, 3rd and 2 coming up.
Yeah, one thing you need to remember now, Osanya had a lot of time to rest there on the sidelines, Nick. Kind of designed to have him come back in the fourth quarter and bang the football down the field, but then he throws Caruso at you too, wears it down. This is a big play. 3rd and 1 right here. Let's see what they can do, but you just get the feeling like this game's going to go back and forth, and the clock's going to run out on somebody.
Yeah, I think we picked the right game to cover this week for sure. In our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week.
Another looks like the right tackle.
Yeah.
Number 63 jumped there, and that's exactly what happened.
It's Cameron Waddington, the junior right tackle.
Yeah. Coach O'Reilly got his hands around his head, just really frustrated with these way too many of these penalties, Nick.
11 tonight against Pinkerton. Only seen 4 against Nashua South, 3 of those before halftime.
Yeah, very frustrated. You can tell.
Well, 3rd and 1, or 1.5, 3rd and 2, whatever it was. It's now
huge.
Officially 3rd and 7.
Yep.
After that 5-yard false start against Paddington, who has played so well tonight up front for Pinkerton. Here's a pitch left side. Spellman can't bring Tripp around the corner.
Oh, it's Coach O'Reilly
as he's held up, and then Pursuit finishes him off. Spellman's going to be well short of that first down.
Well, you're just seeing good defense right here. Watch this. Most other teams, this is going to be a first down, but look at number 11. This guy is something else, and then he just holds him to get the support in and makes a very, very tough decision here for Coach O'Reilly. It looks to me, Nick, like he's going to punt and he's going to trust his defense.
4th down and 3.
Yeah.
And you're right.
I thought he got way better forward progress than that. While we're waiting here, maybe we can look at that real quick.
Well, either way, he needed 7. They gave him 4. It's 4th and 3.
You're going to see it right here. Look to me here when he got up to the 48.
And that is where the football is.
Actually got well into the 49.
Here's the punt, and it's nearly blocked. It's high. It bounces inside the 25. South says get away from it. And Pinkerton will down it at about the 26. So here we go. Inside of 8 minutes to play in regulation. And Nashua South is going to bring the offense onto the field, trailing here 21-19 in Derry.
And this offense has been humming with this high tempo, not giving the defense a lot of time to get set. No play calls, no change-ups can happen. And they've got the goods and the offensive line, and they've got the running backs and a fantastic quarterback to get that done. So this drive could be got plenty of time left, 7:57.
Nashua South has scored touchdowns on their last 2 drives. The wind picking up again here on Halloween night as Sam Levine cracks the ice with a right side run.
Gearing's
over the 30. Yep, Gearing's in the stop. And a few others in red tonight.
It's a nice game for South right there. Solid 5 yards.
Set up a second down and 5. Levine's been the workhorse.
But he's had support from others as well, Levesque.
18 carries tonight for Levine. Here's number 19. It should result in the first down.
It does.
Needed 5. They give him 6 up to the 37-yard line.
It's 21-19, Nick, with 7:57, 7:20, 7:19 now. And if you, those 2 points could really wind up being a big deal.
Fish on a stretch run, met by Chapman at the edge, leans up to about the 40. Only 2 there. So second down and 8. Pinkerton making sure they get players to the edge to defend that run.
What's the timeout situation we got here? I've got 2 for the Panthers, right?
2 for South, 3 for Pinkerton.
3 for Pinkerton, okay.
Meanwhile, again, no huddle. Jackson throws it over the middle. He's got Levine on a screen. And look out. Levine's got a seam, and Levine may not be caught here. He's into the end zone for the touchdown.
These guys.
A 60-yard hook up there on a screen pass. Jackson to Levine, and Nashua South has taken the lead at 25-21.
What a tremendous play call. You couldn't have called it a better time. Who out there was thinking of a screen? And that's the time you call it, and it was perfectly executed. Look at this. Looking to the outside, then puts it over the center, gets his blockers out in front of him. Look at 75, gets a big block in, and that's what opened up the space. These guys came to play tonight. I'm telling you, this is an impressive football team. To me, Nick, I've watched some film on them, and obviously we did one game. I've not seen them this strong. I've seen them very strong and looking good, but this is really something.
60-yard touchdown. And now on the 2-point try, they're going to be stopped short.
That's up to 3. If you want to count one of them at 2, it's 4. So
they've scored 3 straight touchdowns, but only 18 points.
But they went for 4 extra points, a 2 and a 1 and a 1, and they didn't execute on any of them. You wonder where that's going to fit in the game.
25-21, just shy of the midway point, fourth quarter. Well, the last time South took the lead, as we get a look at that touchdown toss, the last time South took the lead early in the second quarter, Pinkerton responded on the very next kickoff.
Yep.
So that danger still lurking in the air here for Nashua South for the upcoming kickoff. But nonetheless, Levine, 60-yard touchdown catch. Jackson with his second touchdown pass tonight. He also scored a rushing touchdown back in the first half.
Well, it may be beneficial for Pinkerton if they can go down and score. It might have been a benefit that South scored quickly because they have 6:21. But I'll tell you, take nothing away from the great play call by Coach Porter and his crew there. Yeah. They could not have timed that center screen any better than they did. Really been impressive. And these runners are running with strength and power. I reiterate what I said to Coach Porter Thursday night. The strength and conditioning program is absolutely fantastic. You can really see every single player, Nick, is strong, fit, and they're physiologically ready for this game, and they clearly are psychologically ready as well.
Here's the kick from Boyce. Gets by Michoud, and it's allowed to bounce out of bounds. That'll draw the flag. And Pinkerton should set up somewhere around the 35 here.
South will take that. That was all by design.
Yep, the Astros trail here 25-21. You mentioned Coach Porter. We spoke with him last night on FNL Gridiron. That episode is up on our YouTube channel at FNL NH Media. And, of course, you can check out a new episode every Thursday. Get you ready for the weekend. Every Thursday live at 5:30. But, of course, Coach Porter on the staff under former head coach Scott Knight for several seasons. Coach Knight retired, goes up to Plymouth State, joins that staff.
Yeah, it's the model of transition.
Pretty much Porter was Knight's kind of hand-picked successor as well. Trusted him enough to turn the program over to him. And obviously a chance here to round out year number 1 with a 7-2 regular season record if South can hang on tonight. Pinkerton wanted the re-kick instead of the yardage. Noah Real plays it off the bounce. Stiff arm from Real. Survives the 40 before finally being driven down along the sideline at about the 44-yard line.
Good run, good return, good upfield blocking by Pinkerton. They had to give him some room. He kind of go one-on-one, and he dragged him for about 5 or 6 yards there, and I'm sure the Coach O'Reilly will take it very willingly at the 44-yard line.
Yeah. In fact, the second straight drive that the Astros have started at their own 44. But nonetheless, South has outscored Pinkerton, 18-0?
Yep.
Since the midway point of the third quarter. Here's Spellman trying to change that for the home team.
Good
Rips
game.
off another first down run, spun down inside the South 35 at the 33-yard line, a 23-yard gain.
Yeah, how about the speed of number 79? Look at the size of Caden Doubleday, Nick.
Yep.
And he ran him down. Wow. Again, athleticism, speed, strength, and agility by this South program has just impressed me. Everybody is ready.
Fish dragged him down by the shirt there. Doubleday finished him off, but
Nice
nonetheless, a 23-yard gain for Spellman. Now it's Caruso, the fullback, up the middle.
I think that was Gearing.
Oh, it was Gearing, you're right. Second carry for Gearing.
They look a lot the same. They have a lot of similar characteristics to the way they and style in which they run. A lot of back and rocking, but yet north-south stuff going on. They're both rugged guys.
Both built low to the ground. The senior grinds out 2 yards there on his second carry of the night. And meanwhile, that clock is still ticking as we approach 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Pinkerton, after leading most of the night, trailing here on their home field, 25-21. They hand to Spellman on a counter. He goes left side, and he slips his way inside the 30 down to about the 29. Gain there of only 2.
So clearly, Nick, 2 down. Watch right here. You're just going to watch this hole close right up immediately. Bodies flying everywhere.
Sorry, Steve, that was John McDevitt.
Yeah.
Who had a sack back in the first half, gets his 5th tackle tonight. So only a 2-yard pickup for Spellman.
I've really enjoyed this game tonight, Nick. The back and forth.
3rd down and 4.
Total commitment on the field. Nothing's being brought to the sidelines here.
Play action. McDonald hit from
behind.
Oh,
wow, was he
that
hit?
One is incomplete.
You could hear that up here.
Took a shot from the backside as he released that one with the right hand. It's incomplete. And now it looks like officially a 4th down and 6.
Who was this?
As we see the replay there, pressure from behind, had to avoid McDevitt, and then got slammed
42
by Karuru.
Ooh. I like that arm swim, too, over the top of the throwing arm, Nick, to stop any kind of a quality release there.
Meanwhile, 4th down and 6. And this one is blown dead as a flag is out.
Oh, false start again. I don't know how many. I've lost count, Nick.
Too many for Coach O'Reilly's liking.
Yep.
As that is the 12th penalty of the night against Pinkerton.
The cadence here, I don't know if it's the cadence. I don't know if it's just, just kind of not lack of focus of the down line. I don't know, but I don't think I've seen this many from Pinkerton in a long time at a time that's costing them key, critical yardage here.
Yeah.
So what have we got? 4th and 11 now. What a big difference that is.
Yep.
It takes the underneath stuff away.
4th and 11. McDonald, quick throw, left side. It's off target and incomplete. He was looking for Knudsen along the sideline. So a turnover on downs. Nashua South
stands up big.
They scored the touchdown a moment ago to take the lead. The defense buckles down.
Wow.
And now they're in a spot with 4:08 remaining to try and run out the final remaining minutes, but protect and perhaps pad this 4-point lead on the road. As we see there, that throw just not meant to be. McDonald has played well tonight, but the timing off there with Knudsen. And it's incomplete, so South their offense back on the field. Pinkerton, meanwhile, with 3 timeouts, hoping for a stop, potentially a 3-and-out. They're going to blitz off the edge on first down. Levine runs into the teeth of the defense. And up the middle rush there across the 35 and up to the 39-yard line, a 5-yard gain.
Yeah.
Sets up 2nd and 5, but it also triggers this clock inside of 4 minutes.
Think about it, 4th and 11, 4th and 6, Nick. And you're down in their territory, so you can open up your playbook at 4 and 6. And the defense has to basically look at it's such a big factor what the defense can do. They can play a little soft and then come up, handle the receivers, and just some miscommunication on that pass. Looked like he was cutting inside.
Meanwhile, South, they've played up tempo tonight. They get right to the line, but now using a little bit of the play clock before the snap does come. It's a run again. It's Levine. Met by Gearing in the hole. Stopped at about the 40-yard line. Only a 1-yard gain there. So 3rd down and 4 as we approach the 3-minute mark here.
3 timeouts for Coach O'Reilly, though. He can stop the clock when he wants to, but this is the play in which they want a stop here to force a 4th down. Down and distance is going to be a big factor here.
Well, South, they're going to drop Jackson back to the pistol.
Huge play.
And now Coach Porter may have just changed the play. An audible at the line. Jackson, a quick word with the offense before retreating back to the shotgun spot. And he bobbles the ball. Levine able to scoop it up and get back to the 40-yard line. They're going to lose 1 in the end there.
Yeah.
Disaster averted.
Huge
Coach
play.
O'Reilly calls the timeout immediately. That's the first Pinkerton stoppage here of the second half. So it'll be officially a 4th down and 4 for Nashua South with 2:31 to go in the 4th quarter.
All things are set in this game, Nick. I don't think anybody's really that surprised these two teams aren't battling it out to the end.
Well, I think a lot of people are surprised, frankly.
Really?
That Nashua South, with a 4-point lead here on the road, is in a spot to potentially hand Pinkerton a 3rd straight loss.
No, I hear you on that. What I'm saying is I didn't think anybody thought it was going to be a blowout is what I'm saying.
No.
And there's no question. You're 100% right, Nick, that South is playing a very, very tight game. However, they have left a crack in the door for Pinkerton by that bobble on that last play. After a change of play, you never know what happens on those things.
Well, you're right.
Didn't work for him.
A busted play gives Pinkerton a shot here. Still 2 timeouts for the home team. A 4th down and 4 officially. And a punt here from Boyce is up into the night sky. It takes a bounce along the far side.
They'll take it.
And goes out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Good kick. Good kick.
Back to your point, Steve. Nobody in this booth predicted a blowout by any stretch, and we have gotten more than our money's worth tonight.
Boy,
Drama,
we sure
a
have.
Bunch of different lead changes. Special teams has been a factor tonight. Turnovers, penalties, and of course a big special teams play mixed in here and there as well. It's the perfect Halloween ingredients in Derry for a week number 9 finale and a close to the regular season. McDonald coming out firing here. He hooks up with Knudsen this time. After missing him on the 4th down on the previous drive, he finds him on 1st down here for what looks like an 11-yard gain in a fresh set of downs. We'll see where they spot it.
Knudsen's down. He's not getting up. I don't know what in the world happened. I didn't really see anything that looked like it would be an injury, but he's struggling a little bit there to get up there on the sidelines.
Took a pretty good shot at the end of the catch.
Yeah. Let's see here. Going to get a better look here. Nice job getting out of bounds.
And then a big hit by Fish. Bit of a rough landing.
Yeah, he buckled there right away.
Fish
Hopefully he's okay.
Has been active tonight out of the secondary. I've got him for 5 tackles. Of course, he had that electric 52-yard touchdown catch on offense tonight. He also lost the fumble and forced a fumble, so it's been a wild night for Justin Fish.
Coach Babian getting his players off. Going to talk a little offense out there.
Timeout on the field. 2:26 to go. Fourth quarter. Reminder after the game, post-game show. Full recap, stats, highlights, analysis. And out-of-town scoreboard as well as some of the Week 9 games are wrapping up statewide. That murky tournament picture starting to clarify a little bit. We'll know more tomorrow ahead of our Saturday broadcast between Londonderry and Wyndham.
Going to be a good day for football tomorrow.
We'll be on the air at 12:45 ahead of the 1 o'clock kick.
Well, Knudsen is in good shape running off the field right now. That's good to see. Didn't like the way he kind of laid there still, Nick, but medical staff has got him up and going, taking a little drink. He looks like he's ready to go back in when needed.
Yep. That's also the first completion of the second half for McDonald, so Pinkerton hoping to get him warm for this final drive.
They can run a few more of those 9-yard gains like that and go right out of bounds, get into South territory, but South's defense has been fabulous tonight.
1st and 10, McDonald over the middle, too hot, incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended target. That was Gearing. No, that was not Gearing.
36, I believe, Nick, if I'm not mistaken.
That was Mike Lambert, the sophomore receiver, has not touched the football tonight. Couldn't haul that one in.
Yeah.
Pretty good coverage by Ted Smiley as well. Meanwhile, 2nd down and 10. Pinkerton, 2 receivers each side. South going to blitz up the middle. McDonald going to run right, going to throw, and it's
what a
caught
catch
by Rayau. Able to come back to it, make the grab in South territory, right near the first down stick at the 48. That's Rayau's first catch tonight.
They may call a measurement here, Nick. I think, are they going to give him a first down? No. They're not going to. Yes, they are going to give him the first down. Yeah. Coach O'Reilly wanted to run with it.
Yeah, they have not moved. Now they're moving the sticks.
Yeah. Well, no, they.
And now McDonald takes the snap. Going to roll left, throw, incomplete. Left it a little short, trying to find a man in the flat there. Sean Canavan, another player who has not touched the football tonight. Couldn't reel it in off the fingertips.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10.
Pretty low there. That's a tough one to pull up, Nick, as you're running full speed there. So 2nd and 10. Heck of a play before that to get across the stick. Perfect positioning to get deep enough to receive the ball for the first down.
We're inside 2 minutes, minute 53. Crowd getting loud here in Derry, as are the Nashua South fans on the far side of the field. Look out! Ball is temporarily loose. Takes a bounce, and Rice and Mishu able to scoop it for the offense there. Make that Spellman on the recovery. Either way, it's a loss for Pinkerton. They're backed up to their own 48-yard line. They lose 4.
They got 2 downs to do it. They got to get a chunk here, though.
3rd down and 14.
Oh, wow.
And again, we've got movement before the snap. That's been a problem plaguing Pinkerton tonight.
A lot of yardage here. Somebody going to take a timeout? Maybe that was that a timeout?
Okay, no penalty. You're right, Steve. A timeout snuck in there by Coach O'Reilly just before the snap and before the penalty occurred.
No, I think that was taken by South.
Or was it South?
Yeah, pretty sure it was South. Well, we're going to find out because he's
either way,
Yeah.
it's a timeout on the field.
Yep.
And it's a 3rd and 14.
Yes.
As opposed to what could have been a 3rd and 19.
Yeah,
so,
it
yes,
was
it was
South.
Nashua South. They called the timeout. And again, the first down stick, 14 yards away from the football, down at the Panther 38-yard line.
Good communication tonight by the officials, as usual.
They've been busy.
They have been very busy.
They've called a grand total of 16 accepted penalties combined tonight.
Well, here we go. Crowd's trying to crank them up here.
3rd down and 14. McDonald against the blitz, throws over the middle. It's caught by Mishu, breaks the tackle.
Oh.
Hunted down from behind at the South 43-yard line. Looks like 4th and 5 coming up.
Very few they're going to go high tempo here.
Yep, right to the line of scrimmage.
This can cut both ways. We'll see what happens.
4th down, McDonald, quick throw, catch made.
He's got it.
Near the stick, it should be a first down.
Wow.
Real with the catch.
They're stopping the clock to move the sticks, Nick, so they're going to get a chance. You see the replay here that this is 2 plays here.
Timeout, Pinkerton.
Yep, totally agree with this.
Timeout with 1:04 remaining.
Remember, folks, 3 is not going to be enough. It's got to get in the end zone.
So you see the 4th down and 5 throw there. A great catch, pretty good coverage. And McDonald cool as the other side of the pillow so far on this drive, despite the high stakes here in week number 9. Guns it over the middle, and it was Mishu on the catch. My mistake, not Real, but Mishu.
Yeah. And
who makes the catch 6 yards and a first down.
You'll see there, you saw that on the replay there, that Mishu measured the sticks perfectly.
Right.
And that's happened 2 times with Pinkerton on these. Both times are able to get just past the stick. Very, very good defensive coverage here by South. But the measurement, the close and tight measurement, but getting it right, and a good passes by Aiden McDonald. 1 timeout left that Pinkerton can stop the clock. I believe South has 1 as well.
And again, the crowd on their feet here on Halloween night. On 1st and 10, the Astros from the South 37. Quick throw near side. Knudsen with some room makes the catch and scurries out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
He's been valuable tonight.
Should be an 8-yard pickup there.
So they're stretching the field. One of the things that happens right now, you start executing these first downs, the defense starts to getting a little protective, and they start releasing backwards and not screwing down, and that's going to open up underneath.
2nd and 2, McDonald, quick throw, intercepted. It's picked off by Jackson, and Jackson has 1 man to beat. It's McDonald who trips him up. He rolls forward down to the Pinkerton 34-yard line.
What
it looked
a
like
game.
It went through the hands of the intended receiver and right into the chest of Cody Jackson, who brings it the other way for Nashua South, essentially ending this game here on the road with 48 seconds remaining. Pinkerton only 1 timeout. It's South football. South with the lead, 25-21.
What more do you want out of a football game than what you're seeing right here? It's been so many twists and turns, so many emotional. You feel like Pinkerton's driving down to go in and win the game. And look at this. We're going to get a good look here. Yeah, a little high. It was a tough one. That would have been a tough one to pull in.
Little high, little hot.
Yeah, a little hot as well.
And then Jackson right there to take advantage. Brings it the other way.
In V formation here.
Yep.
Wow.
So South going to shock a lot of folks statewide with a win tonight. And
this team came to play.
Steve,
I'm telling you.
I'm still wrapping my mind around the fact that Pinkerton has now lost 3 in a row.
When's the last time you saw that? Defending champions.
That. But nonetheless, they're still in a good spot to win the Central Conference.
Yep.
Because of the tiebreaker over Wyndham. We're going to see the Jaguars tomorrow when they take on Londonderry. Don't want to take anything away from that game, but nonetheless, Nashua South. Be interesting to see how high they are ranked when the tournament field is released here. What seed they lock down tonight.
A lot of moving
this
parts.
This win goes a long way for them. They won't win the West. That belongs to Bedford, but nonetheless in a good spot to host a home game next weekend in the preliminary round. 25-21 is the final. Nashua South the winner here in Derry. Coming up, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, out-of-town scoreboard, all the good stuff on the other side. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
What a ball game. 25-21 the final. Nashua South wins in Derry, handing Pinkerton their third straight loss. Astros finished the season 6-3 overall, 6-2 in NHIAA competition. Nashua South 7-2 overall, and again 6-2 against in-state opponents. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. A lot of playoff implications on the line tonight statewide. We'll get to that in just a moment with our out-of-town scoreboard. But this one was fun from the get-go. Pinkerton, 10-play drive to begin the game. They convert on a 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. Brady Spellman able to score. Extra point miss. 6-0 Pinkerton. That was our score after one quarter. South took their first lead on a 1-yard touchdown from senior Cody Jackson. 7-6 with the extra point. The next play, the ensuing kickoff. Junior Ryson Michaud goes to the house for the home team. A 75-yard kick return touchdown. 2-point try was good. McDonald to Osanya. 14-7. Final 8 minutes plus of the first half scoreless. So we take a 14-7 score with us into the locker room. Third quarter. James Caruso, known for his play along the defensive line. How about when he's got the ball in his hands? A 3-yard touchdown run. Pinkerton with a 21-7 lead after the extra point. But South comes right back. They score 3 consecutive touchdowns, bridging the third and fourth quarters. The first, Jackson to Justin Fish on what may have been the best play of the night. A 52-yard touchdown run where Fish made several people miss. The extra point try, though, failed. 21-13 Pinkerton, and that was our score going into the fourth. Big fourth quarter for the visitors as Jackson hooks up with Colvin Levesque, a 4-yard touchdown. 2-point try missed, but it brought South within 2 at 21-19. That was the first minute of the fourth quarter. Jackson then to Sam Levine gives them the lead at 25-21 following a Nashua South takeaway. 60-yard screen pass. 2-point try failed, but the South defense comes away big over the final 6:27. They get the big interception from Cody Jackson to seal the deal in the final minute, and that is our final score, 25-21. Steve, your final thoughts?
Well, where do you begin on this one, Nick? One thing that we haven't really talked about, we called them as they happened, but turnovers were a huge factor in this game. The ball got turned over. Second half, the third quarter, let's face it, the South Panthers got done what they needed to get done. There is one play call that they used multiple times, the center screen, at the time they needed the most when Pinkerton was providing such strong pressure. They threw that center screen, and they got big yardage when they needed to. I have to tell you, South has really impressed. I know you and I both. I'll speak for myself here. The physical condition and the strength and the power and the effort they put in the third quarter shows me you better be ready if you're going to play the South Nashua South Panthers, Nick. If you're Pinkerton, you got to be a little frustrated right now, mostly because of the penalties and a lot of lack of execution on offensive plays, throwing the ball, missing catches, a lot of yellow flags and things of that nature. Panthers earned the win tonight for sure. Pinkerton's got to regroup. I don't know the last time I remember Pinkerton losing 3 games in a row, Nick. And the thing about it, which concerns a little bit, is they had their starting players in the lineup tonight, and that's a factor as well. It isn't like you're losing your 3 starters. So, but turnovers in the second half were just critical, and special teams were a big factor. We thought that was going to happen. It's going to be very interesting, our game that we're going to be in Wyndham tomorrow with Londonderry, because we're going to find out how many different pathways of implications that game's going to have as well tomorrow. So big win here to come to Pinkerton Academy and beat the Astros. And I don't know what else to say other than
that's enough.
That's
all
enough.
you need to say. 25-21 is the final. Steve, other final scores tonight. Bedford, another undefeated season for the Bulldogs. They will be the top seed in the Division I tournament. 49-0 over Keene, the final. Memorial will be right behind them as the Crusaders get it done over Exeter tonight, 28-21 there. Concord, they could be a playoff team.
Yes.
They're about to beat Timberlane 35-8, just 5 minutes to go there. But again, a big lead for the Crimson.
That surprised me a little bit. The gap, not the Concord one, but the gap.
Alvern had a big lead over Merrimack at halftime. Tomahawks make it interesting, but the Broncos hold on. 28-26, the final score there. Alvern over Merrimack. Salem pulls away from Central, 35-7. That is a final. And then out on the beach, Steve, it came down to the final play. BG holding on to a 21-14 win.
So it got tight.
Over Winnacunnet as the Cardinal defense stopped the QB sneak on the goal line on the final play to preserve their 7th win of the season. That's courtesy of our friend Dan Doyon. And then
Thank
down
you, Dan.
in Division II, a defensive grudge match. Manchester West holds on. They double up Hanover 6-3.
Big win for them.
The final score there. Second consecutive regular season West has finished 7-2 under Coach Frank Orr.
Fantastic.
Under Coach Provencher. Speaking of Coach Frank Orr, his Warriors reeling tonight. They lose to BG, as we just talked about, 21-14. Want to thank Coach O'Reilly and his staff here at Pinkerton Academy. Always easy for us. Appreciate Coach. We'll see him again down the road, I'm sure. Our sponsors doing the heavy lifting tonight: Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, TKQB Academy, Jewett Construction, and Accurate Tree Service. They'll be with us tomorrow when we're on the air again in
Can't wait.
Wyndham for the 2nd straight week. We love Wyndham. We're going back there to see the Londonderry at Wyndham. That's a 1 o'clock kick. 12:45, our pregame coverage. For our crew here at Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, dealing with the wind.
Great job,
and the
guys.
ghosts here on Halloween night. We survived another season. We appreciate John Barron back in the fold, back from Europe, and spearheading the setup. Matt Beals down in the trench tonight. Cat Doyle up in the bird's eye spot. For our director, the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, Ben Beals, back at the Beals Insurance Studios. And my partner, executive producer Steve Beals. Another great job tonight and another great game.
Same to you, Nick.
My name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Nashua South 25, Pinkerton 21. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.